Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, one and all, to No, we definitely can't hear you. Welcome, one and all, to I'm trying to do the intro for the stream, so shh. I mean, talk amongst yourselves, but shh. Welcome, one and all, to a dark dystopian future where we try and play Savage Paranoia. So it could be quite interesting. So yeah, guys, I'm not, as I say, this is a first draft at trying to convert Paranoia to Savage Worlds. I found some stuff online that I didn't like a lot of it, so I ignored it. But there were some interesting skills. They may overlap, we may change it, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll play testing it together. But first things first, I suppose we should say welcome to Alpha Complex. A dark dystopian future where a group of troubleshooters, yourselves, will be sent out to complete missions for a paranoid computer. And the predominant role.
Get to give us pennies on adventure cards.
Well, I was going to do that. The computer doesn't understand the concept, and now everyone's here. I will do so. But anyway, where was I? Yes, a grim and dark dystopian dark future where basically the main role of troubleshooters is to go out and defeat the commie mutant traitors that the computer knows are planning the downfall of Alpha Complex, the underground complex in which you live. And I think it's year 214 of Alpha Complex, so it's a well-established environment. You're all clones. Your names are picked by the computer when you're decanted from your cloning tube, and basically your naming convention is the given name, then the clearance, in all your cases red, the 3-letter code of the sector you were decanted in, and then the final number is the clone number you were on. And as standard people get a maximum of 6 clones, but if you have the money, you can buy additional clones. So there we go. So dying is a hazard of being a troubleshooter, but you know you do have a replacement clone. If you should in fact actually die in the middle of the adventure, then the computer will be very upset that you died. Will basically decant one of your copies. It will be uploaded with all the memories right up until the point you died, most of the time. There's definitely never any side effects. I wouldn't worry about it at all. And then by transportation tube, you will be reinserted as close to the rest of the troubleshooting team as quickly as possible. It should also be noted that if your clone was terminated for being a commie mutant traitor of any description, that was obviously that clone. Your replacement clone will not have any of the genetic flaws or perversions that clone did, and therefore the slate is almost wiped. However, so as I say, the main purpose of troubleshooters is to find mutants. Obviously, being a mutant is highly illegal, and obviously that mutants will overthrow the place. Unless, of course, you have got the. This is obviously to players. Your characters don't know this. Obviously, your main job is to hunt down mutants, and with minor exceptions, you of course are all mutants. The second thing about troubleshooters is you're supposed to hunt down and find members of secret societies. Again, this is to players, not your characters. You are all members of secret societies. So this heads the whole level of paranoia. So basically, you'll be given a mission by the computer. The computer is never wrong. All hail the wonderful computer. And basically, then you'll basically perform that mission to the best of your abilities. Any problems with the mission or anything else may result in long extended debriefing sessions. And at the same time, obviously, you need to be ever vigilant and look out for any signs of subversiveness in the rest of your team. Obviously, as a team, you all have to work together and complete the mission, because if none of you complete the mission, you will have upset the computer. But at the same time, it can be helpful if you can prove that you were the most key and instrumental person in solving the problems and the mission, and exposing anybody else in your party for being the commie mutant traitors they may be. Are there any questions? Right. Sounds good. So let's go to the party sheet. Let's add the party in. Now I've got Dave, I've got Martin, we've got Orion, we've got Bruce, we've got Jenny, and we've got Ben. So we shall award some bennies and award some adventure cards. Like always, you can still share them out between yourselves. So there we go. I'm intrigued. What did people get? You should, if you've got the Paranoia Adventure Deck module open, you should be able to double click on a card and it will open up nice and big on the screen. If it doesn't, let me know. Because we did have some fun and games with that, and I think I had to share out every single card to make it work, and then it was fine after that.
Works here.
Pardon? Sorry?
It works here.
Good, yeah. Because there's an interesting... I discovered there's an interesting feature if you make your own custom adventure deck. When you first open the cards, they open up ridiculously small and unreadable until the GM shares the entire deck out. Doesn't need to actually have anyone connected. You just have to share the custom deck out, and then it seems to work. So that's good. Okay, so let's get going. So you come to consciousness. You open your eyes, and although you've never been here before, you somehow know where it is. Cool, I can't type. A red clearance induction briefing room for new troubleshooters. It is white tiled with a band of red tiles halfway up the wall. Clean and a bit chilly, empty apart from the other people here, and a neat line of uniforms hanging from pegs along one wall. And a security camera. It's for your security. There are other people here. Like you, they are slightly damp, rather confused, and very naked. Well, naked, quite naked. Strategic locations on their bodies are hidden by a cloud of pixelation, so you realise as you glance down are yours. Names float in the airs above their heads, and they are... Well, let's start with Dave. Off you go, Dave.
Hello, I'm Dave. I did work with plants, and then after a slight incident with a harvest bot, I ended up with one arm. So I got a metal arm, and that was fine. Then I got a job referencing bits of paper, and I was accidentally killed in a incident with InfoSec security sweep. But it was all an accident. It wasn't my fault. So I got a new clone. The trouble is that they appear to have replaced my clone arm with a metal arm. Presumably that's an infantry error. But you don't have to worry about me because I'm totally armless.
Just have to give you one for that. Okay, and that next is Martin.
Hi, everybody. I'm Martin. I'm here to kind of make sure that everybody's happy. I really hope that I get the happiness officer position because I know I can make sure that everybody in here is absolutely, positively happy because the computer wants us happy, and that's the best thing for us.
Thank you very much, Martin. And that brings us to Orion.
Looking y'all down, none of you better be a damn mutant. I'll take you down easily.
Interesting if Tina had been in the party then. You know his name's Orion because it's floating above his head, but he's just looking around with disdain. That brings us to Bruce.
Oh, I'm just around to keep things clean. Love the computer. Be respectful to the computer, and we'll get along fine.
Okay, Jenny.
I'm Jenny. From the time of my birth, I had been kind of pre-selected for a military career, but I was totally surprised. Of course, the computer in its infinite wisdom probably understands why that was switched to Intel Security. But here I am.
And last but no means least, that gives us Ben.
Hello, I'm Ben. Yeah, I used to work in computer quality assurance, but then I found that some of my co-workers were sneaking in code against the computer, so I turned them in. And if I see you doing it, I'll turn you in too. Well,
thank you very much. Okay. Suddenly, From basically all around you comes a new voice. Greetings, troubleshooters. The voice is basically issuing from everywhere around the room. Welcome to your first day as a troubleshooter in Alpha Complex. Any previous days in Alpha Complex you may recall are pseudo-memories uploaded to your brain lobes to aid orientation and minimize psychotic incidents in rejuvened clones. As troubleshooters of Alpha Complex, you are now valued members of our great community. You will be given roles and tasks, some simple, some perilous, and your contributions will be rewarded with. Suddenly there's an explosion in the distance, drowning out the voice. The room shakes slightly, an alarm sounds for a few seconds, and cuts out. A chunk of tiling falls from the ceiling, crashing onto a scrub bot, a small cleaning robot that has been sitting silently in one corner next to a stack of mops. There's a brief silence, and then words form in the air. Please stand by. A moment later, two more form. The door. What do you do?
Bruce grabs him up.
Okay, Bruce grabs him up. That sounds good to me. What about the rest of you?
Gotta look at the door.
Yeah, Martin moves over to the door.
We're all still naked.
Grab
Right?
one of those sets of
Yes.
coveralls.
Jenny's grabbed a set of coveralls and puts them on. It's your red
Yeah,
reflect
me
armor.
too. I was looking for some
Yeah.
clothing.
Oh, that sounds good. Bruce is willing to do that. And even a t-shirt if there's one available.
Well, indeed. Oh,
Yeah, I think we should get dressed.
Yeah, a few socks. Is the door in the direction we heard the explosion?
No.
No.
Absolutely fine. I wouldn't worry about the explosion. It's just absolutely nothing to worry about. The door opens and a woman comes in. The name floating above her head is Ros YHYT2. Her eyes are focused on something in front of her you can't see. Her yellow jumpsuit matches her hair. Get dressed, clones, she says. Alpha Complex needs you. We don't have time for the rest of the induction briefing. If you need to know anything, look it up in the Alphapedia through your cerebral cortex implant. Everyone's got their CC running, right? Everyone can see my name. She points in the air above your head. You all can. She continues.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Your cerebral cortex is your link to the computer. Information, directions, mission updates, holovids, and the rest. It's all beamed straight into your eyeball display. Anything else you need to know, sub-vocalize it. The computer can see and hear everything you can, so you don't have to describe anything. The computer knows already. I've downloaded a form to your CC inbox. Please open it and digitally sign it. You do not have time to read it. You have a mission alert to respond to.
Bruce opens it up anyhow and starts reading.
Make a
No,
suggest.
Jenny's just going to sign it because, well, the computer wouldn't have them sign something dangerous, right?
Okay. You sign it.
Sign it.
Why did I'm going to sign it? Why does equip not work in our inventories?
On what?
And everything.
Well, your armor and your.
I can't equip any. It's only got carried. You can't drop it. You can't equip. It doesn't work.
Well, your armor and your red laser pistol barrel is equipped. But the other stuff are his items. You can't equip items.
But I mean, you know the little carried equipped icon.
Yeah, on what you're looking at.
It doesn't toggle.
Armor or weapon.
Armor, weapons, all of them. None of them change when you click on the icon.
Must be a glitch for you because it's
Must be a
working.
Yeah.
Everything's equipped for me. Where are you? You are Ben. Yeah. Where's Ben? Unless you've done something, your weapons and your armor. Oh yeah, you have done something. You managed to unequip them. Your weapons and your armor.
But no, because then for me it's not toggling. It just shows.
I cannot add a mop to my equipment. It just
okay.
crashes.
I wouldn't worry.
Okay.
Okay, that sounds interesting. I'm not sure why. They shouldn't be locked
Yeah,
in that regard.
The green plus button just brings up the error log.
That's interesting. If they broke, it could be related to that inventory bug again, but I don't know. It's all
again.
all working beautifully for me. Anyway, sorry. So if you, so what I need to know. Okay, what I do need to know, and I need to make another column on the table for this. Thinking about it. Form. So
After I put my overalls on, I'll sign. Yeah.
if you, as I say, if you want to, I mean, you can either just sign it straight away, or you can make a bureaucracy roll. Martin made a bureaucracy roll. Okay, so Jenny, you signed the form, didn't you? And Ben, you signing the form? Yeah.
Yep.
Or
What do we need to roll to sign the form? Or
Oh
what
no,
do we
no,
do
no!
on that?
You, if you want to sign the
Okay.
form, you sign the form. If you want to,
Sign the form.
if you want to briefly read the form first, you can make a bureaucracy roll.
Okay,
Which is what
I
Martin.
think Bruce will just sign the form, but then he'll read it.
Okie dokie. Well, you can read it as time goes on. So Bruce signs the form. Dave.
Ooh, look at that.
Hang on,
Don't
read
waste
this.
them.
I'm quite good at this. I used to work on paper.
Okay, so Dave basically. Okay, Dave, I'll come back to you. You got a 14. Martin.
I'm going to do a bureaucracy roll as well.
Mind. Jody is not here, so we don't worry about Jody.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so basically on a Jenny critically fails. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so no problem at all. Critical failure on your bureaucracy to check the form. So that's fine. So here we go. So on a 14.
Because she didn't check the form, she just signed it.
Well, you did. You made your bureaucracy roll, so that's okay. And Bruce got a success. So I'm actually, if you roll it, I'm afraid you'd have to stick by the effects of your roll. So
That's perfectly fine.
okay, so
Computer
okay.
wouldn't let anything happen to me.
Okay, that's not a problem. So first things first, I need to. Okay, so basically speaking, sorry, I'll get myself confused. So, I've just got the layout slightly wrong there. Jenny will come back to you. Ben, you've signed the form, no problems at all. Bruce, you got a 6. Basically, you scan through the form, you see the section that says you skipped the induction course, and you tick that box and then sign it successfully.
Okay.
9. That's 1 raise. That's Martin. Martin, you notice there's a typo in the CC mail address the form has to be sent to, and you make sure the actual completed form is sent to the correct cerebral address, and and therefore your form is registered as being correctly received and on time. Dave.
And I saw the place to tick, right? Skip the induction.
Yes, as well. Yes, you tick the fact that you didn't get an induction course, and you also you noticed there's a mistake in the form. In your form has been sent to the correct address. That brings us lastly to Dave. Dave, you skipped the fact that you didn't have an induction course. You also noticed the mistake in the CC mail address, and therefore you correct it and make sure the form is sent to the correct address. You also spot a legal loophole and add some annotated notes onto the form that highlights how certain people could bypass having to be legally accurate on what they're doing, and therefore, Dave, it's a Benny. for being helpful to the computer. Now I need to turn on some stuff I've just noticed.
So Jenny's critical fail has no effect.
I will come back to that.
You know of.
Well,
Okay. Okay, so the dice tower should be on. And now I can see everyone's bennies. I can see everyone's conditions. That's fine. Okay. Right. Okay. I need to edit something because I put something inside there that shouldn't have been. So let's just get rid of that. Sorry, you can tell that. You always tell when I'm still writing adventures late at night because of typos. Right. All done. Good. Now we'll head out of this. Door. Head through customs. Report to the briefing room. ZZ9 plural Z alpha.
That's where Earth is located.
That's where with that she walks out of the door, ignoring you. So you've got plenty of time to get dressed and everything else. So basically, you each put on your underclothes, your red reflect jumpsuit, and there's also 6 laser pistols without barrels in a line, and you all take one of those and head out the door. Stepping through the door, you find yourself in a large room. On your side, there are 9 more doors. On the far side of the room are 2 tunnels. One is marked Nothing to Declare, and the other is marked Register Mutation. So, Dave, which way do you want to go?
Presumably nothing to declare.
It's up to you. It is a fact that if you want to wear a rather natty yellow diagonal, yellow slash at all times, obviously once you get to yellow clearance, it becomes bordered with black. Then you can be a registered mutant. The advantage of being a registered mutant is that it is not a treasonous offence to be a mutant if you've registered as one, and therefore can use your mutation. However, you will not be trusted, watched more closely, and it is a black stain on your, in your log files on the computer's records. You are possibly more suspicious because you are a mutant after all. But if you wish to pass through Nothing to Declare, that's fine by me.
Yeah, nothing to declare.
Okay.
Same here.
Martin?
Nothing to declare.
Orion?
Nothing to declare.
Bruce?
Bruce isn't waiting for these guys. He's just going for nothing to declare.
Okay. Ben?
Well, obviously I've got nothing to declare.
Okay. Jenny? As you walk towards the Nothing to Declare tunnel, an alarm sounds. 2 huge gun turrets lower from the ceiling and train upon you. A sign above the tunnel reads, Registered Mutant Detected. Please proceed to the Registered Mutation aisle. I'm afraid you actually registered yourself as a mutant when you signed that document.
Alrighty then. Well, the computer can't be wrong, so I'll head for the other aisle.
No problem at all. So that means as you back away, the twin set of quad-linked multi-laser cannons track you all the way until you get into the other aisle. Or you could try walking through the Nothing to Declare aisle if you want to.
No, that's okay. The computer can't be wrong.
Oh, please, I did want a pair of smoking boots left on the floor.
Well, they're not going to be mine. Not this time.
Okay. So, Jenny, I'm afraid it takes a few minutes. You have to go through the register as a mutant, and you pick up your yellow sash that you get to wear over you. It also has on it a digital code that when other people look at it when you stare at it with your eyeball CC implant, it's like like those QR codes that phones will analyze. It literally pops up your registered mutation. So yeah, there we go. So you have a new hindrance. You are a registered mutant. No problems at all. Right. That's okay. Oh, I just remembered something.
Well, that's not showing on my sheet, though, if you put it in there.
I probably have to tab out. There you go.
Okay.
It's probably like everything else. It takes a while to update. Now, someone has a hindrance that I need as they're walking, and I can't remember which one of you it might not be any of your characters. So if you got the habit hindrance, I can't remember which one it does.
No.
Yeah,
That's probably why I headed for the Nothing to Declare one first, the overconfident hindrance.
Quite possibly. Oh, yep, none of you. That's okay. It's Jody. That's okay. Not a problem. Jody was the one who was addicted to bubbly beverage, which is therefore the rest of you don't think anything about the conversation going on as you walk through the Nothing to Declare aisle, where you hear a couple of insect officers talking about the complete recall of all bouncy beverage bottles. But anyway. So as you enter this briefing room, you bump into a pair of Jacko-bots, basically security bots, who are carrying out a corpse out of the room. The body is dressed in green and has a rather large smoking hole where his chest used to be. Waiting in the briefing room is a man in dark blue, possibly even indigo. You're not sure because the lighting's a bit iffy over here. He's got a blaster pistol tucked into his belt and a sheaf of papers in his hand. Your briefing officer has been terminated. You are not cleared to know why. I will deliver this briefing. Certain sections of this briefing have been censored. You are not cleared to know why. Any questions?
Nope.
Of
When
course
can we
not.
get started?
As soon as I complete my briefing, and you, for a second, he seems to be staring above your head, and you see him making notes.
You must be noticing how eager I am to get started.
Indeed. Robot Imana 665C is reported to be malfunctioning. Report directly to George B. Mem 4, Acting Undersecretary to the Temporary Assistant Director of Research and Design, Sector MEM, for assignment. This section is unavailable. This section of the briefing is now designated unavailable as your security clearance. Thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you, sir.
And which way do we go for R&D, sir?
You've got implants, haven't you? Use them!
Okay. Time to use my implant.
Ah, yes. But one last thing, actually. You will find, I'm sure, that the computer in its infinite wisdom will have already allocated your mandatory bonus duties. Please access the file MBD to find out which is your role.
Where do we find that?
It's just it's in your implant, so you basically looking in your inbox, in your cerebral implant inbox, you now see a copy of the briefing, literally as described there. You also find your designation. I'm just trying to find I'm missing Dave, aren't I? Dave. Okay. You will also have an email that basically says MBD duties, and it goes as follows: Jenny. You also notice that this was all picked out before you were decanted. So there we go. Jenny has been designated team leader. Ben has been designated equipment guy. Bruce has been designated hygiene officer. Dave has been designated public relations. Martin has been designated happiness officer. And Orion has been designated loyalty officer. Does anyone have any questions about your duties? This is player to GM, not in character. So
What does equipment manager do?
Equipment manager, equipment guy.
Pick it up.
The equipment guy is Ben. There you go. You are the equipment guy. Anyone else?
I'm glad I brought my mom.
Indeed.
I'm sorry. What was Orion?
Orion, you
Sure.
are loyalty officer.
Loyalty.
There you go. You are loyalty officer, Orion. In addition, you have additional messages in your inbox, which I will now allocate accordingly. Steve, Jenny, Jodie's not here. Martin, there's Martin, and Orion. There's Orion. Okay. Lots of interesting stuff in your inboxes.
Stuff that just popped up at us.
Yep, that was in your inboxes.
Well, Bruce is delighted with this mission and all the good news. And he starts mopping busily while keeping an eye on everybody.
On mine, it says that I can point out that if they failed to provide us with all necessary equipment, is this where I can point out that they didn't put barrels on our pistols?
You will head to outfit. You would head to outfitting. You'd head to outfitting before you leave for MEM sector.
Okay.
Crying out loud.
Likewise, at outfitting, you can buy equipment with credits if you so wish.
I suggest we all sing the loyalty song before we get to started on this business we got to take care of. Make sure everybody.
Oh, absolutely. I love sing-alongs. Sing-alongs are perfect.
Start off with the chorus of the loyalty to the computer song.
It is in there. I did have it somewhere, didn't I? I'm sure I did.
You sing it, we'll listen.
Well, just before we all sing it, you have to gather together to make sure you're all in the camera shot. And then we'll have a proper chorus line up.
There we go.
I thought I put the words in somewhere. Obviously not. I swore I copied in the words into a side window for it. Oh well, not to worry. Oh, you also have another. You also have another. You also do have an additional email that pops into your CC box. I really wouldn't worry too much about it. I wouldn't worry too much about that one at all. You suspect it's that standard spam stuff you always get. Okay, so if there's obviously the insect officer has already left the briefing room, leaving you in an empty briefing room. But obviously, you can always ask the computer for any issues or anything else. Don't forget, you can always ask the computer anything. There we go. Any questions? Any concerns? Any statements anyone wishes to make at this time?
Player question.
Yes.
How did the names? What were the two middle items in the names?
Okay, so it's your designated name, your security clearance, the sector you were decanted in, and your clone number.
Thank you. Okay.
No one's noticed, Martin. Well, you probably can't see it on the character sheet. After I created Jody with the DND sector, I had to create Martin with the SWD sector.
Yeah, I saw that.
Couldn't resist. I know you.
I have to be honest. That's part of why I chose him.
And likewise, I gave. And Tina was just a nod to the old-fashioned way of naming things because she's Tina Roxy. If you look at it, because she's Tina Art Roxy. And Bruce, actually, the other one I couldn't resist is Bruce. He's from Oz.
Oh, I picked up on that in the chat on Discord.
Did you? I apologise. I hadn't noticed. Yes, you did. You did actually. I remember.
Yeah, you mentioned it in the thing. Yeah,
you did. Yeah, because that's the shark, wasn't it? Yeah, as well. Hey ho. So, I know there's a fair bit of reading there. So, there's a fair bit of reading there. So, as I say, outfitting you can buy equipment. If you've got some credits to spare, you can buy some equipment, possibly.
In outfitting now, are we? Or have we got to go there?
You've got to head to go. Well, whenever you can. Well, you're technically free to go wherever you want, but obviously the computer will wonder why you haven't. Why you haven't gone where it wants you to go, as it were.
So, where can we buy stuff? And is there a list of things we could buy? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's under. If you go back into the Paranoia module, you've got you can either literally you can either go with your items list, which will just list everything in 4 pages of is abject horror. But I would recommend that if you're looking for gear, or you got items gear, you got items ranged weapons, items armor, and MIDI weapons. The availability is quite important. Obviously, you can only buy anything with clearance of any or red. If you want to buy something that has a security clearance that happens to not be a color and not any on that list, you probably don't want to publicly state it in front of everyone else.
Well, I'm not looking for anything special. All I want are some heavy duty trash bags to do my job. Large ones, please.
Oh, that's okay. Are you the hygiene officer?
I am the hygiene officer, and I take my job very seriously.
This is the guy behind the guy behind the desk. There is a equally red rated individual. He's Mark RAAA1, and he goes, hygiene officer. Sorry, of course, yes. Here you are. Just need to sign here, please.
Absolutely. So I'll take 24 of those big, heavy-duty ones that hopefully are made of canvas, not plastic.
Oh no, they're definitely made of plastic.
Oh, I hope it's the heavy-duty kind of plastic, sir. So, and then I sign.
Okay. No problem at all.
And I pocket or put them in. Oh, if there's a backpack, maybe I take a backpack to hold the bags, since they must be quite big. And then I hold my mop in a very serious fashion and look very thankful.
I've got to give you a mop now.
Thanks. Only need one. I'm that good at my job.
Okay. It is a melee. It's more damage. It is a type impact. There we go. No problem at all.
I'll buy a disposable pen and a notebook.
Of course you can. I trust you guys. You should be able to just drag them out and drop on your character sheet and just spend some money. There we go. Also, you were all also issued with red laser barrels for your laser pistols.
Well, I'm going to grab a fast draw executive laser. Oh, do we already have laser holsters?
Not. You don't have a fast draw executive laser holster. Definitely not. If you want one of those, you most certainly can draw one.
I can just afford it, and it doesn't drop onto my equipment, or I don't think it did.
It should drop onto your mundane tab.
Okay. It errored out instead of dropping.
I don't know what's going on today. There we go.
It worked for me.
There we go. Thank you. Excellent. I now feel much safer.
Oh dear, Dave, what were you trying?
I think nothing. I just seen if my dice worked, and they've obviously don't work. By the way, it doesn't count because the dice. I just like to point out the dice is coloured red, so it's cleared in clearance. Okay.
Sorry. We're sitting here playing Fantasy Grounds on a computer, and you're saying the dice aren't working.
No. The dice are working. Because look, it's red. So it's in clearance.
Bruce was unable to adjust his currency, just so you know.
Oh, okay. I give up. Not with you guys, with just what's going on with you while you're having fun and games. That's okay. If I had time, I'd have set the shop up, but I forgot to set this. By the time I finished keying in all the equipment,
Thank you.
I didn't have any time left. Okay.
Have we been given missions yet?
Pardon?
We've been assigned to do something yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a robot to report to.
to see what's going on with. I need to see if I can be issued some PSDs just in case. I am authorized to distribute personality stabilizer drugs as necessary. So I need to see if that is something I need to specifically look for, or is that something that should be there?
That's a very good point, in fact. I've forgotten that. See, this is what happens when I haven't had enough time to read everything. Yeah, we shall. You will, as happiness officer, you most certainly are given a dispensing unit. Won't worry too much about it. Ooh,
Okay.
I'm ignoring that bootlicking of 11 because you've already alienated Mark by basically comparing him to some creature he had to go and look up in the Alphapedia. It's bottom. Right.
Yes. I was testing my I love the computer badge.
Did it not work? Should have done.
I don't think so. But it doesn't matter. It's okay. It's so cool. But just remember.
Bought a pair of sunglasses.
Well, you know why, don't you? Because you haven't equipped it.
Ah, you see, that'll be it, eh?
You need to equip your I love the computer badge.
Sure, I told you the computer's always right. It's always user error.
I might get one of them I love the computer badges now.
By all means, if you wish to wear a badge showing how much you love the computer, now's the time to do it.
It'll look so much better on the camera.
Indeed.
Common script error. Windows template Windows list. I can't drag a I love computer badge onto my inventory.
I'd love to know what's going on with this lot. You know what? You know what I mean? I'm not blaming you guys. It's just like, what the hell is going on with everyone's character sheets today? Oh, yeah. I wonder if it's because I locked them and then released them. I'm wondering if that's the problem.
Maybe that's why I'm not having a problem. I was in and got mine before it was even completed, and it's been stable.
By the way, I'd like to point out to everybody who's watching this that it's not all running down corridors with laser pistols. Sometimes there's some paperwork part of the investigation, and that's what we're doing at the minute.
Meantime, Jenny's going to be ushering everybody towards this George B. MEM.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure what the I Survived logo... Oh, on this, but anyway.
Yeah, you see Martin put on his Funbot logo T-shirt and pin on his I love the computer badge, and he grins real big as he pops a minty breath fresher into his mouth and says, "All right, let's go."
You bought a Funbot logo T-shirt as well, did you?
Of course. I'll change it out whenever the time comes.
It's not on top of your armor, is it?
Because I also picked up the Happy Sector Hour logo shirt.
Okay, dokie. So, okay, you basically you leave outfitting, and you know you need to report to George B. MEM4, acting Undersecretary to the Temporary Assistant Director of Research and Design in Sector MEM for assignment. Checking. Let's go for what should we go for?
My bootlicking is locked, so I can't add any modifiers to it either. It's very strange.
You don't need to add modifiers to your bootlicking.
I've got a badge that gives me +1. I can't equip it.
So you tell me and I equip it for you.
Oh yeah, I know, but I should be able to. Yeah, but I'm just.
Can I have security checks, please?
So that's just a security roll?
That is the security skill, yep, please. Yep.
Boy, there's a lot of critical fails.
I'm just too busy putting on this badge.
Okay, so Bruce.
I don't see security.
Yes. Yes, sir.
You might not have
You've already
the
got to
skill.
scroll down a bit, or you might not have it. Yeah.
Or you might not have the skill. You might not be very good at it. In which case, you don't have to roll if you don't have it. This is basically just accessing the system security and all that. So, okay, Bruce, Analyze you basically using the eyeball CC. You hook into the public transportation system along with everyone else. Dave, however, seems to basically navigate himself. Well, we'll come on to Dave. Bruce, you basically getting the best role there. You determine the quickest way to get to MEM sector is to head down two levels, and there you can get onto the turbo shaft lift that will take you directly to MEM sector. There's also a slight note in the. There's also a slight addendum stating that there's now a reduced service following the multiple massive trauma death accidents of last week's cycle.
Multiple well, I won't concern myself with that. Hey, we can all head this way. Let's go downstairs first. Follow me.
Okay, Dave, you happen to basically misclick on a link when you're at directing your eyeball system, and you end up finding yourself inside a communist propaganda about how the computer should be overthrown. Unfortunately, just at the same time as you realised that the computer was taking an active interest in your web browsing.
Well, that's terrible because that's been transmitted to everybody at home. That just goes to show you. I mean, anyway, so yeah, that's the trouble with streaming. Sometimes some things happen online.
Very much so. So anyway, so basically, you head down to security flights. So you get in you basically the first lift arrives and it's surprisingly empty. Normally they're full. Maybe.
Not a problem. Follow me to MEM.
Okay. You as you all walk inside, can I have notice checks, please?
I'd like to point out to everybody watching that look how fast that we arrived. It shows you the efficiency of the public transport system.
So, yeah, okay, no problems at all. Let's see, everyone except Bruce. Well, Dave doesn't. Obviously, he's being busy talking to himself, and Orion's obviously on keeping an eye out for any suspicious activity and keeps caressing the barrel of his laser pistol a little too disconcertingly. But Jenny and Ben and
who's caressing their pistol?
Orion. Not caressing it in an intimate way. You know how his hand just like the
in a loyal way.
In those old Western stars where the gunslings sometimes just every so often just get the hand in their gun as it
Precious, my precious.
So anyway, Jenny and Ben, you notice you can't help but notice how pristine and clean this particular turbo lift is. And Bruce, however, you, above that, you notice you do notice in a couple of the corners it looks like the scrub bot missed something, and there does you're not entirely sure, but it does appear to be soft grey and squidgy.
Oh, how disgusting! I get to work.
Yeah.
I think that while we're on this journey, it's time for me to inspect everyone's weapons. So I'd like to see all your pistols, please. Make sure they're up to standards and there's no tampering been done with them.
I ignore that. Of course, mine is up to standard.
You can't ignore that. I'm the equipment guy. You've got to do as you're told.
Are you suggesting? And she looks at you very pointedly that the computer would make a mistake.
I want to check your weapons. I'm an equipment guy. That's my job to check stuff.
I can check.
Bruce is busy cleaning.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So who's refusing to let me inspect the weapons?
I'm too
Right,
busy.
I'd just like to point out for everybody watching that travel time is also work time for troubleshooters.
Not to mention the implication that the computer might have made a mistake. Now Jenny's all suspicious of you.
Okay, so
maybe he's thinking about sabotaging our weapons. Do we trust him?
No, he can watch me put the barrel on my weapon that I just bought at the store. So
we don't have barrels on our weapons.
We do now.
You've given one to outfitting. Don't forget if you wish to make silent reports to the computer, all you have to do is, like someone's just done there, yeah, is just whisper GM. And if you want to whisper to each other, of course you can. I just need to turn on the fact that I can read your whispers because the computer does hear everything. Not everything, but you know what I mean.
Is that
Okay,
slash
who was it?
W or
Who was
how
it
does
that
that work?
wanted to who was it that wanted to inspect our weapons?
Ben,
The equipment guy, Ben.
it is technically within his rights to ask.
Well, after Bruce is done cleaning, he's gonna head over to Ben. He's gonna ask Ben if Ben knows how to put his weapon together, and then, hey Ben, how is it you're the equipment guy, and what kind of stuff do you have access to?
As the equipment guy.
Yeah, that must be an important job, almost as important as mine. Hygiene officer.
I'd like to point out you might not want to declare any declassified information.
I just make sure no one's been sabotaging anything, and
Oh, but you must have access to equipment. That sounds very important.
have access to your equipment. Yes.
Oh well, thank you for putting my zapper together.
And that mop looks a bit suspicious. I might have to inspect that later.
Treason points.
Treason
points have been noted. We can continue. Eventually, the turbo lift exits with a. Well, actually, hang on. Sorry, I forgot you're in the lift, aren't you? I need to check something out. Excuse me a second.
I'd like to roll new truth. I don't know what it does, but it sounds important.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Does anyone have academics?
I have athletics.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it at all. Everything will be
I have
fine.
unskilled, if that can stand in.
No. Just needs to be academics. If no one's got academics, I really wouldn't worry about it. Anyway, eventually the turbo lift stops, and you've arrived at MEM sector. The doors open 3/4 of the way and then stop.
Oh, here we are. Oh, how interesting. Bruce will go through the partially open doors looking for any hygiene problem.
Hey, Ben, this is something for you to fix. You're the equipment guy. Fix it.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look at the door and see what's wrong with it. Yeah.
Make a repair roll, please.
As I put on my gas mask.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing wrong with it. Oh, he's spending a penny. Yep, there's nothing wrong with the door at all. You're not sure what's going on there.
Did Bruce make it through the doors?
Oh yes, you can get through the doors. It's just they didn't open all the way.
Okay, is it clean over there, or do I have work to do?
Yeah, no way. It's like everywhere. I'm afraid it's not necessarily brilliant, but it's not the end of the world.
Okay.
So you head into MEM sector. According to eyeballs, the maps basically your built-in map existence. Pardon me. Says it's not far to go. So you head off down another corridor. After a little while, as you enter this corridor, you notice several scrub bots frantically scrubbing a large section of the floor. The walls are perforated by bullet holes and laser burns. There are 6 chalk outlines on the ground and several more on the ceiling. At least 2 of the chalk outlines are strange and have some sort of squiggly, wiggly lines coming out of them, also outlined in chalk. Citizens passing through this corridor are being sprayed by disinfectant by a dock bot. As you stare, a pair of green goons walk up to you and bark a question. Did any of you drink B3 today? If so, where'd you get it?
Just got here and I had it.
Well, no, it's just if any of you drunk any bouncy, bubbly beverage today.
No.
No B3 here, sir. I'm happy to clean it up if there's been a spill.
I forgot to offer you the chance to drink some earlier. Damn. Now the question. No, it's obviously the question I need to ask you guys. Though this is GM to players, not in player to players. I mean, B3 is a very popular drink. It's Tina O'Malley always recommends it. It's the computer's favourite drink. So you sure, just between us, none of you've drunk any of it today?
Nope.
Yeah, I was on my way to get some, but no, I haven't drunk any yet.
That's absolutely fine then. We don't need. In that case, that's not a problem. You get scanned by the dog bot and on you get on. You can go on your way. Right.
So the dump bot had a handheld scanner to check hygiene.
The doc bot.
The dock bot.
It was performing medical scans on everyone that goes by, including yourself.
Oh, medical scan. Okay.
Yeah. At the end of the corridor, there's a vending machine. It's offering half price B3 cans if anyone wants any.
I don't think after that.
Okay.
Martin's actually going to turn around and holler, hey, there's some B3 in here. Is this what you're looking for? I mean, I hate for you to miss out.
We don't holler in public. We should politely approach them and speak.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
It looks better on camera. It gives you more robustness.
You sound a bit disappointed, Martin. Are you not happy?
Well, no, no, I'm perfectly happy. He pointed out that I made an error, and I am being contrite.
Suddenly, all of you hear a voice in your head. Hello, troubleshooters. This is the computer speaking. I'm concerned that all of you are feeling a little anxious, or may have reasons to delay from your designated mission. If at any time you're feeling a little down, don't forget your happiness officer can help medicate the problem away. But this is the end of your computer's message. Message supplied by Drugs Industries 3000.
Well, I start leading us in the right direction to find the MEM robot.
Indeed.
Obviously, yes.
George MEM. So, you finally arrive. You basically. You've basically. Oh, sorry, I've lost my own train of thought there. Okay, so you basically get to the R&D section in MEM sector, and basically you quite soon are able to find George B. MEM's office. When you arrive at the door of his office, you note that, unlike all the other doors in this sector, which are marred by blast and scorch marks, this door's been scrubbed clean. Printed on the door are a number of names and titles which have been crossed out. A red clearance painter from Housing Preservation Development and Mine Control is stooped over working on a new title, acting Under Secretary to the Temporary Assistant Direct. The letters are written in bold blue paint. The HPD and mind control worker opens the door for you and then scurries aside. The room is empty except for the desk in the middle of the floor. Because I noticed the typo there. Towards the back wall. On the desk is a computer console. Behind the desk, barely visible over the clutter of forms, reports and manuals, is George B. M. He is quite short.
How short is he?
I'm going to look around the office for anything worth cleaning, especially near the officer's desk. Is it spick and span, or can I clean things up?
He's blue clearance, so you don't necessarily really want to start moving his stuff about.
Oh, no. Just clean the floor around him, just to keep everything top hygiene.
Reporting for duty, George.
Okay, George. So George is is short, only about a meter and a half tall, and he just looks up to you all, and just says, "Fix the bot," and then looks down again.
Okay, I'm going to have a look at the bot and inspect it, make sure it's all working, fully functioning.
Have notice checks then, please.
Which bot would that be?
Are we all doing notice checks? I'm not sure what's going on here.
It's up to you.
Fix the bot. Okay. Well, I'm cleaning around the office, cleaning around the desk, looking for anything dirty.
That was a ridiculously impressive.
Wow.
I can't believe people are spending pennies on this. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, especially after spending a penny, I feel really rather.
My bennies seem to be not going down either. I spend them and then they just go back up again.
So I'm going to start spending pennies.
You probably. What? Oh no! What? Bennies not. Are they really not going down?
Mine haven't. Mine have been
mine
free
did.
the
I
whole
had
time.
three,
I've spent 5 and they've not moved at all.
Going to cry. Right. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to bounce it. Give me a sec.
I was in the
Thank
middle
you
of the
for
most
reporting
important
your
chat,
crime. You've now been terminated.
chat message ever.
Sorry.
That's okay.
True-
Computer's
true,
rebooting.
sorry.
Please stand by.
I'm hoping that will fix all the problems.
Be happy. Take a pill.
Sorry, guys.
If it's bugging out, sometimes you have to do that. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, it has been running for 28, 29 hours without me touching it. So, right, it's back, Aid. Sorry about that, guys. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't realise that. I'm so sorry if you were typing the middle of something there.
Premature logout.
Hopefully that will fix any outstanding issues. Not that there were any anyway, because the computer is always correct. Interesting to see if it kept my notes. It did. Sorry about that, guys. Right.
You did, as long as you exited without just doing an Alt F4, it'll exit. It will do the thing, won't it? So it will save your notes and stuff. Yeah, it's only a crash
Yes,
that it won't save them.
Yeah. Exactly. It was a clean thingy. So let's have Dave spend a penny because Dave's already in.
Let's see, do I have my notes?
Yeah. There you go. Obviously, I'll give you it straight back, but yeah, it's spending of bennies appears to be working now, so that's okay. So I'm quite glad that it didn't cost you bennies to.
Because my bennies don't seem to be working. I don't mind having infinite bennies. It's quite good.
Let's reset. I'll tell you what the answer is. Well, just reset the bennies. That's the obvious answer, isn't it?
You know, Doswell, this is just evidence that the computer hates you.
Yeah, you've been doing something wrong and the computer's out to
I've
get
obviously
you.
done something wrong.
I'm going to report you to the computer.
Right. See if that's fixed the Benny issue. No, it really isn't taking your bennies down, is it?
I love it. This my case. The last time I had this problem, it was one of my players had it, and I had to delete his character and remake it.
Savage
you can remake the
Paranoia
character
is
if you
the
want.
best.
It won't take me long.
Savage Paranoia is the best.
You've got unlimited bennies. Do you know what? I can live with that. I can live with that. Obviously, the computer's not wrong. The computer's obviously decided you need.
No, it spent mine, so you can give me my Benny back.
Oh, Jenny,
That's
I
like
like, you're a mutant. You don't get infinite bennies.
Oh,
The computer likes me because I'm very.
Oh dear.
So you
is there any way we can get those special messages back?
The special messages
From earlier?
Yes, you should be able to go if you go into campaign story, and then there should be an option if you look. If you click on all, you should see anything that's been shared with you.
Awesome. Got it. Thank you.
Still hasn't given me my Benny back.
I know,
Me
I haven't
neither.
done it yet. I haven't done it.
Well, now I want to see if I can spend bennies.
Go for it. Go on,
What
go
was
for it. I'm quite happy to let you spend a bit of time spending bennies.
What was it we last did? Rewrote? Was it notice? What was the last thing we did?
Oh, you don't need
Notice?
to roll. Just drag bennies and drop them in the chat.
Just try
and see what
anything.
happens. Yeah.
Can I get a
let's
Benny?
see. And nope, I have infinite bennies. This is great. I love Savage Paranoia.
Well, there we go. That's. I think it's perfectly in keeping with Paranoia that some people should be wondering why they have infinite bennies and other people don't.
Maybe it's only fair.
Yep, I'm inclined to say at the moment, if you got infinite bennies, you got infinite bennies.
Excellent.
Because that's not even remotely fair on the people that don't. Anyway, where were we? Yes, sorry. Yes, you'd got into George B's room.
So, can you clarify what robot it is?
Okay, yes. So your notice checks. None of you can actually see a robot in here.
Yes, so that's hence the question. Can you clarify what robot it is?
I thought wasn't there a robot behind the computer desk? Or was that a person? I guess I misinterpreted that.
That's a person. The robot's not in here. We have to go find him because he's not working.
Oh.
Give me strength, troubleshooters. He then bursts into a huge screaming tirade of long-winded, abusive, insulting, and threatening address. Again, the only words that are transmittable in this day and age, again, is fix the bot. The rest of it is sort of all sorts of biological and impossible gynecological references that everyone else thought had gone out of date, and the whole concept of which most of you don't understand anymore.
At this point, I'm going to cover my eyes and put my fingers in my ears because we should censor this, people. There are children watching.
Maybe the bot just needs a cleaning. Where can I find the bot? Bruce continues mopping up.
Indeed.
I take note that he doesn't seem happy.
At this point, George presses a button, and 4 green clearance R&D guards appear at the door. You get the impression the briefing's over.
Oh, I'll clean my way to the green officers.
There you go. I've made a new copy of that character. Just delete the old one. This one works. I can equip him.
Have you cloned them?
I can use equipment and everything.
Okay, hang on. You've named the old one. Oh, so what you've done there is you've basically cloned yourself, haven't you? Okay, we'll update you to clone number 2. Delete the old one. Well, that got me a console error.
And now I should have bennies that work, hopefully, because everything else works. The equipment works and all that. I had the same problem before with one of my players. So
there we go. I'm only joking about increasing your bennies.
My bennies are working perfectly.
Absolutely fine. So you are these green goons basically stare at you, and you get the distinct impression it's time to go with them.
Yes, yeah, we should follow them, and remember,
Martin
everybody should address them as sir.
And walks out.
Indeed. Okay. So you're basically the guards don't talk in any way, shape, or form. They just silently march you along the corridors. Every now and again, basically, you look down another side corridor and you can see that there's constantly flickering red lights down some of them, flashing signs, and basically just as you start walking down one corridor, you notice a sign flashing above your head: excessively lethal radiation.
I'm sure it's nothing. Keep going.
I assume the sign has.
I'm going to tell these guards that I need to inspect their equipment. It's random inspection equipment time.
They clearance-wise, they do not have to do anything. They say quite the opposite. You have to do exactly what they say. At the same moment, all 4 of the green guards produce portable radiation shields and hide behind them as they scurry past the corridors.
Oh, I'm going to hide behind one of the guards.
Yeah, well, so I'll do that as well. Yeah.
Okie dokie. That's absolutely fine. So what I need to
so are we going up this way?
No. It's just went down one of the side corridors. You had to go down there, so I'm just going to. Go past the corridors. See what. Nothing to worry about. Really wouldn't worry. You're all okay. Oh.
I don't believe you, though, when you say there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, okay, no problem there. Okay, so eventually, the guards put away their portable radiation shields and they continue walking down the corridor. As as you turn left and walk down another corridor, a group of yellow R&D staff walk past you in the opposite direction. If anyone wants to listen in on them, by all means, make a notice check.
I better spend a penny on that. No natural ones. Better.
I'm not trying to eavesdrop because, sometimes people are being. In fact, I'm going to make a note to myself that these people are talking loudly and could be giving away secrets in sheer carelessness.
It just pulled that whole trouble team shooter apart. Literally, they notice you and goes quiet and hurry away from you as quick as they can. You continue walking down the corridor that they were just walking the other way from. You walk past the violet door. Behind it, there is a muffled bang, some screaming. Something thuds hard against the door. And after a few seconds, it goes quiet. You reach the end of the corridor.
Well, Bruce is curious what's behind there because he has a feeling there's some work to do.
But it's a violet door. You're not allowed through it.
Oh, it's a violet door. No. Yep. Respect security.
Okay.
Do I hear anything when I listen at the door?
Yeah.
The first thing you notice is as you get to the halfway down the corridor, the green goons stop, and that's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's missing? Ben. Oh, Ben, because we deleted Ben, didn't we? There we go. The goons basically don't follow you down the corridor. They just stop and usher you on. As you look down the corridor, you can see it's quite dark with some very small lights and a door up ahead.
Okay. Where is Bruce?
One of the guards basically, you get to the door. The door is currently secured. The guards say, some equipment will be turning up in a second. Just wait by the door until the equipment arrives.
Mm-hmm. Does the door have any clearance on it?
No, it just appears. It just currently is. It basically currently shows it's got a security seal on it and shows that it's locked.
We get into this corridor. Hang on, is this a dead end corridor? Looks like.
So to everybody watching, this is like a what they call a standard procedure door entry with unknown dangers lurking on the other side. Look how the troubleshooters gang up on either side of the door, ready to make a drill.
Oh, well, Bruce
How we come in that way, do we?
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Bruce just opened the door. He's peeking in to see what's going on.
A YouTuber.
To open the door, all you have to do is click on the door and open it. If it doesn't open, it's locked.
Oh, it's locked.
Okay. Suddenly, basically, you hear the sound of Actually, yeah. No. Oh yeah, I do. No, it's not working. Oh, there it is. Basically, coming down the corridor is some sort of large vehicle. This is a separate corridor. This is a narrow side corridor. It stops, and then out jump a couple of infrared chaps. 4 of them, in fact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 4 of them, because there's 6 of you. Each one appears to basically be pushing on wheels a large crate. Basically, the infrared guy holds up a piece of paper saying, literally is, like a scratch pad type thing, digital pad says, I need all of you to sign for delivery.
Okay.
What's in the boxes?
I want to read. I'm going to start
Okay.
reading a little bit of what's
Well,
on the
basically,
thing.
the crates don't have any distinguishing markings on them. The delivery note is just the delivery. The guy goes, I don't know. He holds up the pad that just shows that you need to sign for the 4 crates that have been delivered.
Jenny steps up and signs.
Okay,
Martin will sign.
no problem at all.
Bruce will sign.
Unless
And he'll
anyone
try.
doesn't wish to.
Yep,
unless
I'll
anyone-
sign as well.
Yeah, obviously, at any time you can always whisper if you don't decide in your own name, of course. But obviously, there's always interesting there. Once all of you have signed, he nods and wanders off. You now have 4 plastic crates in front of you.
I'll open them up since I'm the equipment guy. Let's have a look. What is in there?
Yeah. You're the equipment guy.
Inside each crate is an opaque plastic shield, 1 meter by 1.5 meters and 5 centimeters thick. Also enclosed is a 1-page instruction sheet entitled "Using the XM9-357 Portable Nuke Blast Shield."
Bruce is going to grab one and put it on his arm and continue checking for things to clean.
The instructions, as far as you can tell, who's the equipment officer? Dave.
Ben.
Ben. As far as you can tell, Ben, the actual instruction sheet matches the hardware.
The instruction sheet is another shield, yeah?
Indeed. The only thing I should be stated is there doesn't appear to be any designated security clearance on the instructions. Do you wish to read them?
When you say it
Yeah,
matches,
well, I'll
you
read
mean-
them, yeah. Because of this.
You mean the instructions match the item? That's what you're saying, not that it's a duplicate of the item.
No. Basically, yeah. You in each of the 4 crates is this opaque plastic shield, and in each one is a set of instructions, literally on a piece of paper, using the XM9357 portable nuke blast shield. Okay, according to the instructions, and there's 4 sets if anyone else wants to read them. The XM9357 portable nuke blast shield is designed to provide superior protection from an over-the-horizon nuclear explosion. Given that the XM9357 only weighs 2 kilograms, it provides remarkable protection. However, should the user experience minor skin irritation following a nuclear blast due to improper use of the X359357, and so on. The manual even has a diagram to show how normal-sized people may easily crouch behind the XM9.
Are these the same ones that the infrared guys had?
No, not at all.
Oh, they had much better ones?
No, they had portable radiation shields. These are portable nuke blast shields. Completely different.
These are better. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to try unlocking the door again. Bruce. Nope, no go. So
I just need to... Okay.
Jenny, you're the leader of this group. Maybe you need to be the one to open the door.
Okay, so 4 portable nuke 4 XM9357 portable nuke blast shields have been added to the party sheet. At this point, just as the door turns green, you all hear a voice issues forth from all the speakers in this corridor. Congratulations on your assignment, and I hereby express complete confidence in your ability to complete this assignment. Should anything go wrong, please know your replacement clones are on standby. Have a nice day.
There's one one blast shield left. Somebody should probably grab it.
I've grabbed it. I've got one. There's one. Is there still one more in the party?
Not anymore.
Nope.
Oh, it's gone.
Gone now.
Probably get a better camera angle at the front anyway. Yeah, so 4 of us dramatically enter the door.
Okay.
Oh, the door opened. Excellent. Boom.
Roddy G, PWD3, I should say, reporting. Repair squad about to enter the testing room. Open the blast doors. And then obviously, after about a delay of a minute, the doors, sliding bars and locking mechanisms begin banging and grinding into place. Several minutes later, the last mechanism screeches to a halt. I forgot to make this chattable. And the door ponderously opens. Hang on, I can do that now.
Bruce reporting for duty.
The door is about half a metre thick and obviously massive. The guards basically hustle you inside without delay and then scurry out again as the door closes behind you.
Bruce is looking for things to clean. How are we doing in this room?
The room is 10 metres deep and 7 metres wide. You enter through a corridor, through a door on a 7 metre tall wall. The standard computer console with keyboard, display and screen sensor arrays in the opposite wall. The console is an obviously recent installation. The door is massive, heavily armoured and has no visible controls for opening from the inside of the room. Shielded multi-corders and speakers are dotted about on opposite sides of the room, and the walls, floor and ceiling appear to be made of a glossy plastic substance similar to that used in combat armour. The surface is slightly distorted and discoloured in several places, suggesting the effects of great heat or massive impacts. A terrible odour fills the room, though reminiscent of the sanitary facilities and the food vats. It's far more powerful and revolting. So, just a couple of those. In the centre of the room is robot Imana 665C. A power cable leads from the bot to the opposite wall. The bot does not respond to your entrance. And what I need to do is, at this point, I need to let you guys have a look at the robot. So there you go. There's Imana 665C. There we go.
They've vanished.
I'm only supposed to give you a brief glance.
All right, let me just go back to my recorder and rewind it and pause it.
You hear the locking mechanisms in the door behind you as you sealed into the room. Suddenly, a loud whirring motion. I'm not accepting moves at this time. A loud whirring motion comes from the bot, and the cone-shaped device swings around to train on you, and the bot lurches forwards towards you. What do you do?
Is it plugged in?
Who's holding the shields?
I've got
Do
one
we
of the
have-
shields.
I made them as items, not armor, so don't worry about it. You just have to just have them on you and just duck behind them. What do you do?
I'm ducking behind whoever has a shield.
I'm cleaning, getting closer and closer to the pot.
Okay.
Okay, any weapons we have on our ship or on our sheet are now active or no?
Once you put the laser barrels in, yes. So,
No, but I have a second weapon on my sheet that is that.
do you? Do
Yes.
you really?
Yes.
Are you
I'm going to
sure?
run straight for the bot. Everybody behind me.
You do, yes, but I mean, yes, but don't forget that wasn't issued from Outfitting, so I'm not sure. It's whether or not you actually want to use that's another matter. But anyway, suddenly, without warning, the bot suddenly lurches to a halt. And immediately afterwards, a spherical metal disc falls off the bot and lands on the floor with a great clatter.
Oh,
Hello, we
Bruce.
come in peace.
Bruce hurries up to the disc and tries to clean up around the disc and see if he can help the
Hello,
robot.
Troubleshooters. This is the computer speaking. Just asking for an update report.
Update report. Bruce reports that everything's fine.
Is number 8 the metal disc that fell off?
Number 8 is the metal disc that fell off. It is a flat metallic disc with no apparent function.
Bruce tries to offer it back to Amana and help Amana get put back together, and offers his help in any way Amana needs it. He's also checking out Amana to see if there's anything that needs cleaning or just inspecting.
He seems completely inert and inactive.
Oh, well, let's see if if I can reinstall. Are there any ports or anything? It's plugged in, or is it unplugged?
There is a cable that's trailing out the back of it. It does appear to. It has, as it rolled forwards, it did unplug itself from the wall.
So Bruce moves Amana back a few feet.
It's a long black plastic cord with a power plug at the remote end.
Well, I've got something. Wait a minute. Why don't I pull out my tin snips and cut the plug off the plug off the cable?
You're going to damage computer equipment? What? I don't think so. It's just sitting there. There's no reason to damage it.
You're creating a mess. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the plug off.
I'm going to. Bruce is going to try to keep him from disconnecting or cutting the plug when Bruce is trying to connect the plug.
That sounds like a post-athletic rolls to me.
Right.
Excellent. I hope you don't have infinite bennies. Could be a long contest.
Because I mean, I brought bolt cutters. I'm sure everybody else did.
Okay, where is this happening? Who is the?
So I'm going to use my bolt cutters that pin snips, but they're more kind of like chunky bolt cutters, you know.
I'm gonna
cut the plug off it so you can't plug it in.
Bruce is gonna use the end of his broom to smack those bolt cutters out of the guy's hand.
I just shot him, whoever it was.
Okay, I think.
You did.
Okay, it sounds like at this point we're going to have to do this. So Jenny, you're up first. The team's losing. You're the team leader, and they're getting insubordinate. What do you want to do? Right. You can't go and hold, of course.
He's destructing property. I can't stand for that.
It's dangerous. It's dropping landmines, and you want to plug it
in. Jenny's going on
robot.
Jenny's going on hold.
On hold.
Just noticed something. Someone's missing from the party sheet, aren't they?
Probably the clone.
It was Ben, wasn't it, that cloned himself?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so Jenny is going on hold. That brings us to Martin.
Martin is going to examine the computer and see if there's some sort of programming thing going on. It's probably bureaucracy check to see if he can figure.
Actually, computing can also be security.
Okay, they're both the same.
It depends what you. Well, it depends what you're trying to do.
Security
is not hacking, because hacking, of course, is illegal and is a treasonous skill to have. But obviously, it's like security is sort of understanding security, getting around security, and like research. Yeah.
Right. This is going to be more bureaucracy because I'm trying to figure out what the bot is supposed to be doing.
Okie dokie. Okay, what is the bot supposed to be doing? That is a very good question. I think with a role like that, I think I do have to okay. Where is it? Well, it basically it appears that the problem is this bot appears to have been sent into R&D for repair, and basically it appears that the correct paperwork and procedurals have gone missing, so no one's entirely sure what it does or why it's here, except a high level. It belongs to a high level programmer called Alana Yu, and is in for repair.
Shared the story entries, didn't he? That was the emails were story entries, weren't they? Yeah. Right.
Yes. Orion. Oh, they might not be shared with you, might they now?
I've got them. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they're shared with your player, aren't you? Not your character.
Yeah.
Orion.
Yes.
You're what are you? You're holding the.
I have my pistol out,
You got your pistol out.
and I'm shooting at whoever's trying to cut the cord.
Okay, that sounds like you're going on hold until someone attempts to cut the cord. Dave. The cord definitely doesn't let you repair the bot, that's for sure. Dave? We lost Dave.
Yes, I'm definitely cutting the cord with my handy dandy bolt cutters I brought for the very purpose.
Okay, well, those handy dandy bolt cutters. What? Okay, so obviously you've played the everything looks like you've played your adventure card, so you spot a tool that's loose with the action, so you notice a pair of bolt cutters and you pick them up. So, what skill are you nominating that this gives you a +1 bonus to?
I'm going to science this. I reckon if you can't plug the robot in, you can't power it up, so it's useless. So
yeah, given that the whole mission was to repair the bot, that's an interesting one. The rest of the party might be upset. So okay, so
before. Oh wow. Darn it. Oh, that's
okay.
shooting.
So okay,
Did he try to cut the cord yet?
Well, this is the point. So you need to make opposed athletics checks if you're trying to interrupt him before he cuts the cord.
Yes.
So you wish to interrupt Dave as he walks up to cut the cord. So you
absolutely
Dave make athletics rolls. They've got a 10.
How about I Benny that since I have infinite bennies?
Oh, he got a 15.
He got a 15. Okay. So that's absolutely fine. So then you basically shoot Dave. That's a hit with a raise. Yeah. Roll for damage. No, you rolled it. You already rolled your shooting roll. I was going to let you keep that. But just roll for damage, which is the right hand column. It's on the right hand side. Oh, yeah. On the combat tab, you've got a laser pistol.
Combat. All right, there we go.
Do I need to do?
No, you need to do. Basically, you've already shot, so you just need to do the right hand side, which is the damage roll.
Oh.
of the for the attack. So you got on the left is where the D6 for your laser pistol, on the right is the 2d6 with the AP2 for the shooting roll. The damage roll, I should say. Interesting. Why did that? It didn't treat that as targeted, which is okay. Okay, so unfortunately, obviously he's wearing red reflect, so that takes it down.
I do have the barrel that I bought attached to my pistol, so.
Yes, yeah, I know. So the damage, unfortunately, is a 2, but you can, of course, always re-roll damage if you want to. I don't know why it's not treating you as targeting him. Let's try that again. No, not to worry. It's hang on, you're not getting the raise die.
Yeah, he should be hit with a raise.
I don't know why it's not giving him a raise. So, very confused. Fantasy Grounds is really mucking me about today. Right, your toughness should be 5. Okay, so then it's a 6 minus.
Oh!
Okay.
I was talking to Fantasy Grounds. He said you've been mucking him around today.
Okay, so let me work this one out. So your visual shot was a 6. Did 10 points of damage. 10 points of damage, which would be a wound. Minus 4 defense for being red reflect. So that basically you shake Dave. So Dave, you are basically Orion shoots you and you are shaken.
So it's my turn then, isn't it?
It is, but obviously now being shaken, if you want to perform an action, you will have to spend a minute.
You need to Benny to unshake.
Yes. Or
and then
you
cut the cable.
You're going to cut the cable.
Yes.
Does Jenny want to do anything about that? Because she's the only other person who's on hold who can stop you.
Wait, what was it he did?
He's going to cut the power. He's about to cut the power cord off the basically. He's going to cut the power cord off.
I'm going to shoot him because he's trying to sabotage the equipment. He's obviously a traitor.
I'm not. I'm armless.
Now, which one was it?
Dave.
Who else? He's been acting suspicious the whole time.
I tell you what, though, people shooting me on live on cameras.
It's not showing the targeting.
What is going on with this game today? It is showing you've targeted him.
Oh, I'm gonna Benny that one time.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea what's going on here with the damage.
And as I shoot, I will report you as a traitor if you try to sabotage more of the computer.
Okay, now I'm getting very annoyed because I tested the red reflect armor. Now either Dave hasn't got it equipped.
Maybe I haven't got it equipped. We shall have a look. It's equipped.
I have no idea. I tested it all. It worked beautifully when it was on everyone else, but oh well.
Well, that was R&D. This is real life.
Indeed. I'd give you a Benny, but you don't. Oh, actually, your Bennies are going down now. They're not infinite anymore. Hurrah. Okay.
Well, then I need that Benny.
Okay, Dave snips the cable.
What happens to the robot?
Well, nothing. It was already inert. Ben, what do you do?
So wait,
so wait a minute. She shoots me and I take a wound or not?
No, you don't, because you're a red reflect armor protects you.
All right, okay.
I'm going to do not a hacking, a security check on this robot and see what's wrong with it. See if I can repair it, maybe, if I'm going to use security. Best one for it? See what's up with the computer, basically. What's up with the robot?
Make a repair roll, yes. You want to work out how to get active. What's up with the robot? Yeah, make a repair roll.
Did.
Okay. You diagnosed that the immediate problem with why you got the robot targeted? I don't know what's going on. You diagnosed the biggest problem with the robot is the power cord's been cut.
It's dropping landmines. It's dangerous.
Okay, the power cord's been cut. Brilliant. I'm going to say to you, when the power cord's been cut, that's what's wrong with this robot.
Bruce is going to grab the power cord and yank it out of Dave's hands so that he can't cut it. And then
he's cut. You yank. You basically the paracord. The paracord are sort of basically trailed all the way back like so to the wall, but it's obviously now it only trails back that far, and now it's been cut in half by Bruce. But that was only just to deal with what happened while combat was going. So we won't worry about any more combat, because I think it was all about whether you could stop Dave doing it. So over to you guys. You have a robot that basically, before you can diagnose what's wrong with it, you need to power it up, and Dave has cut the paracord in half. Oh, which reminds me.
Well, Bruce is gonna look at the robot and see if there's any battery power for the robot, and he's gonna try and enable any battery power for the robot. See if he can wake it back up.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. It's completely inert. Where is it? I'll give you an example. Just give you an idea of the level of technology that we have in the future. The oh so great future to look forward to. Where is it? Items, armor. Oh, I forgot. I need to go just find a Paranoia armor, because I just put it in. Was it the battle armor? Yeah. Battle armor is the cutting edge of Alpha Complex's protective technology. Battle armor is a suit of powered combat armor capable of withstanding direct hits from cone rifles and heavy lasers. The suit vastly increases the wearer's strength and speed, enabling him to smash through combi forces with ease. Unfortunately, battle armor has a slight battery issue, and the internal power pack tends to run down quickly in combat. The deploying with Alpha Complex, power services usually issue a very long extension cord with the armor.
Oh, that's just for the armor, but the robot could be battery
just to give you an idea of the
the level of tech. Elon Musk never existed in this world.
Well, not necessarily. He may well have proven to be a commie mutant traitor. Anyway, so alas, no, without the power cord plugged in, this bot isn't going to do anything. So it just sits there inert.
Huh. Okay. Well, Bruce is going to look around for another power cord. Is there any items or drawers or cabinets in this room? Is it an R&D room?
It's disturbing. Oh, by the way, Dave and Ben and Bruce, you all noticed that there is a very unpleasant smell coming from the robot.
From the robot? Oh, that sounds like it needs cleaning.
Yeah.
Bruce
I think I should actually give you some description. So first things first, if we're looking at the image of the robot, so it has a cylindrical metallic body that's glossy white. The long black plastic cord with a plug at the remote end is now in two pieces. Number 3 is a mechanical manipulator arm, retractable with a 3-digit grasping claw. It is also on twin tread chassis with a clearance of about 3 centimeters. Number 5. Oh yeah, the gap between the body and there's basically number 5's the gap, bit between the head and the main body. There's a shallow depression running around the bot's body. A dark black substance is visible at the bottom of this depression. Number 6 is that triangular thing on the side there. A metallic cone-shaped object 10 centimeters in diameter at the base. A hollow tube runs from the top of the cone to the cone shape to the body of the bot. Though the tube does not seem to penetrate the body exterior. Number 7, a transparent bead protruding from the top of the bot. Number 8, which I do believe one of you is carrying at the moment, that Ben is insisting is not Ben, sorry. I'm having a
Dave.
That Dave is insisting. Yes, Dave is insisting was a landmine that you've picked up in your hand. It's a flat metallic disc with no apparent function.
I assume that's Bruce that has it. Is that correct?
Yeah, someone picked it up, I think. Someone picked it up, but Dave was convinced it was a landmine. That's the excuse. That's what he said when he cut the cord in half. Number 9, which is the dome, is a small plastic red dome. And last but no means least is number 10. There's shallow slots that run around the body of the bot. So that gives you the complete description of the robot.
Well, Bruce, I guess, is looking. You said that the power cord was. Oh, that was the level of tech. Okay. Bruce is going to see if he can, if there's a good place to put the flat metallic disc where it shouldn't fall off.
There you go. Look, I have severed the power cable.
Amazing. How did you do that?
Is there a reason the shade on the map keeps blinking in and out?
Lighting.
Yeah,
turn
the
it
lighting
off.
over in that corner is
It's a
wonky.
flashing red lights going on.
I can turn it off.
Uh-oh.
It's annoying. There you go. It was atmosphere.
What are these little
it was
panels
just-
on the wall by the door and to the right of the computer?
Sorry, what are they?
Little mounds next to the door and to the right-hand side of the computer.
They're security cameras recording everything that happens in this room.
Good.
Including someone cutting cables.
Oh, you actually cut it in the diagram. Is Bruce able to reinstall the disc securely, at least as far as he can tell?
You can't. No, there doesn't appear to be any way to
Oh,
reattach
Well.
the disc.
Well, I could probably fix the disc on it.
in that case, Bruce starts looking for other ways to attach the disc, and while he's doing that, he is scanning the robot for any additional power supplies, batteries, connections,
Oh, there's still bullets
communication
flying,
links.
right?
Sorry, there's.
There's still bullets flying at the guy who cut the cable. We're still shooting at him, correct?
If you want to continue shooting at him, you most certainly can.
Yes.
Okay, let's continue shooting.
Well,
at
well,
him.
whoa, wait. Why is everybody shooting at me? Everybody watching, occasionally they all get a bit twitchy and shoot their PR officer and as you know.
He's already cut the cable, though, right?
You guys already cut the cable.
I'm harmless.
Well, he's still considered an enemy and sabotaging the process, so he's against the computer in my mind at this point, so I continue the attack.
Okay. Well, Bruce, then, in that case, we shall continue combat. I've misunderstood. Sorry. What are you confused? Bruce, what are you doing?
I'll do what I said I was
Watching,
doing. I was trying to. Once he cuts the cord, my attention's pretty much on the robot, looking for communication links, power batteries, a way to reconnect the disc to the robot, and basically examining the robot from stem to stern.
Well, basically, in that case, yeah, you're looking around the room. As I say, other than the console up at the other end that Martin's at, this room and the robot in the middle of it, and the security cameras on the walls, and the paracord that's basically in two pieces on the floor. There's nothing else in the room, I'm afraid. Jenny, okay.
Can't hear you.
I know. I'm just.
I haven't said anything that you can hear.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah,
I
no,
think it might be.
someone else is pushing
actually
is
not bad.
activating.
No. Some. Obviously, if you don't forget, if you wish to talk to the computer, you don't have to. You can vocalize, i.e., you can whisper to the GM. Okay, Jenny's sort of staring there, sort of staring at something that none of you can see, because obviously, Ben.
Everybody seems preoccupied in this room.
No, Ben, are we there?
Ben, we can't hear you.
I am Yout friend. Maybe he's buggered off for coffee. We'll put him on hold.
No, I'm here.
No, not you. You're Ben. You're Dave.
Yeah,
Ryan.
but I'm your friend.
I think the equipment guy not paying attention, damaging of equipment is a bit of a concern as well.
Who was the guy
Maybe
that
he's
was
in
damaging the
shock.
equipment again? Cut the cord. I forget.
Dave,
Dang.
cut the cord.
Dave cut the cord, so I'm attacking Dave.
What are you doing, Dave?
Dave.
That's a hit on Dave with race.
that-
Targeting
that's
work that
your-
time.
I'm hiding behind my blast shield. This is just, they've all gone bonkers.
And look, the red reflect worked as well. Isn't that nice to see? However, I'm thinking that obviously this was all playtesting stuff. I've come to the conclusion that I need to make a slight tweak to things. There we go. Which means that's a 9. So basically, oh yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I forgot to mention the setting rules. We shall now mention the setting rules. Where are they? I did put them in rules. Setting rules. Life is cheap. Players cannot spend bennies to soak damage, but you can use them to automatically remove a shaken status. Creative combat. So creative combat table is used. Oh, I need to turn that on. I need to turn on creative combat on tests. I've just remembered. Where's the test? I thought I turned on the tests. Chill Homes case collections, setting rules. Oh, the option's gone. Oh, well, I'll just have to remember to roll it manually. I thought the option's gone for the or maybe I didn't turn it on. Fanatics, we won't worry too much about Fanatics. Gritty damage is also on, and obviously we named skills. So, okay, I'm tweaking the laser armor because I thought it might. I decided I wanted it a bit more lethal. So, Dave takes a wound as he is shot in the leg.
I'd just like to report the blast shield that may not work as well as it at the minute.
You were shot from behind, Dave.
I know, but I'd just like to blame it on the blast shield and not me.
Okie dokie. Martin!
Okay, Martin is. I mean, we're here to fix the bot. Nobody's real sure what fixed means, so I am now going to try to dig a little bit deeper to find out the history of this thing. So I presume that's going to be a security check.
Certainly give it a go, yes. Okay, let's see. It's easier to refer to this table than the one I put in the book in the module. So, the missiles. Okay.
Dave is the equipment officer?
Dave is the
No, he's the
officer.
PR officer. Oh. Where was Ben when Dave was cutting the cable?
Uh-huh.
It was I was moving over. I was away. I've come over now. Tried to have a look at the robot.
And I think you got to work on the power cord, dude.
NPCs. Uncategorized.
You know what? Can Bruce do something on his turn? He's gonna plug in the other end of the cable.
Well, Bruce could. You could certainly do that. Okay.
I'm gonna start fixing the problem. Plug in the other end of the cable.
Okay. Where is the parenthesis? Oh, okay. Reading parentheses text. Remember that within 10 minutes use it doesn't actually. It's interesting. As I remember. We see it's meant to be easy. You just plug it in and talk to it. But obviously, some tables and you don't do that. So, there's the back. I'm just looking for the background bit on the robot. I do know somewhere it's okay. Background notes. So, robot Imana 665C, property of high programmer named Alon Yu, was recently referred to MEMRAD for repair. Unfortunately, it seems that the recent research accident in R&D destroyed the records describing the bot's malfunction, as well as the only R&D personnel familiar with the bot's function. Alon Yu apparently has been pressing for the delivery of the repaired bot, and basically it would appear that George B is afraid to admit neither he or his staff have any idea what to do with the bot. Therefore, it would appear you've been sent in to repair it. That's what you find from the computer. Ryan. Right?
I'm sorry. I have my mic muted. Back to me, huh? Taking another
That's
shot.
you. Okie dokie, go for it. You hit Dave again.
But I'd like to point out my name is not Will, it's Dave. That's all this everybody fire at Will business doesn't apply.
Hopefully that goes to the right person. Okay, that's 2 wounds upon Dave. And okay, you Dave now has 1. Hang on. Dave, you've just had your non-metal arm shot off. Jenny. Hello, Jenny, if you're talking.
I'm gonna walk over to Dave. I'm gonna put my laser pistol right against his head and fire.
It's okay.
Well, I can't determine if he's a traitor.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Yeah, hit with raise, roll for damage. To ignore it, that ignores that. So I'm afraid with that shot.
So anyway, viewers, as the fade is blacks in as you'll watch me do ding, I'd like you to tune into next week of the show.
Oh, I read it all out. Did you not hear?
No, I'm sorry, I missed it. Yeah, I know. I'm making you work.
Making him repeat himself.
Basically, it takes quite a bit of digging around, but you're able to stitch together some different files, and it would appear that Robot Imana 665C, property of high programmer named Alon Nu, was recently referred to MEMR&D for repair. Unfortunately, it would appear there was an accident that destroyed most of this R&D section, destroying all of the records describing the bot's malfunction, as well as the bot's what the bot actually does. Also, the accident also destroyed all the R&D personnel familiar with the bot's function. So Alon Yu has been pressing for delivery of the repaired bot, and George B, who briefed you earlier, it would appear has not assigned any more R&D staff to the job. Instead, it appears he decided to send for a group of troubleshooters to fix the bot for him.
We don't know what's wrong with the bot, and yeah. Did I fix the cable?
And nobody wants to know what's wrong with the bot. Okay.
Is the cable fixed?
Okay. So, well, okay. Okay. Unfortunately,
Bruce fixed his half.
Yeah. Unfortunately, okay. As you go to repair the cable, unfortunately, there is now a 4-meter gap between the two ends of the cable.
We'll move the robot then.
Okay. Make a strength check at -8, please.
No, it's not going to move.
Well, you can't move it on your own, is what I'm trying to say.
Right, okay. So it's not on wheels then.
Oh, it is on wheels, but it's basically without any power. The wheels don't turn.
I'll help him push.
Okay, you move the robot back to there. So now you can attach fix the two cables together. Oh, by the way, the blood splats work. They fixed the blood splats.
Is it? Are we in
Yeah.
combat still? Or are we open
We're not
time?
in combat. We're now out of combat. The traitor has been terminated.
How long is it going to take for this clone to come along so he can carry on doing his job?
Well, whenever he arrives, that was the public relations officer. Therefore, his reason points are scrubbed.
Well, Bruce is cleaning up the mess, including taking the cybernetic arm and putting it carefully into one of his bags.
Oh no, it was the fleshy arm. Oh yeah, no, don't worry about the body. You could just tidy it up into one. Well, actually, you just need to put the body in one of your black bags.
Yeah, and also the cybernetic arm in a separate black bag.
Okay, no problem at all. Okay, who was going to repair the cable?
Me. I already rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. Make a vigor check, please.
I fixed my half. I plugged my end in. I plugged the other end in.
Are you happy with a 5?
I don't know. Am I happy with a 5?
Well, basically, what I'm trying to say is you start wiring a live power lead. Are you happy with a 5?
I am actually a qualified repair person. So
yes, but you didn't know someone had plugged it into the mains at the other end. Okay, we'll see how much damage you take. How much damage?
okay, that's what happens. Yeah. Electric shocks ain't that bad anyway. They're quite fun.
You are Dave, aren't you? No, you're Ben.
No, I'm Ben. Yeah, Dave. It's Dave. No, it's Dave. Yeah, Dave got a wound.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, yeah, you're fine. Fortunately, you do get a slight shock. You realise what's happening. You yank the other end of the power cord, and you bring it out of the. You yank it out the wall from where you are, and you're able to attach.
Just before I
yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Do I have to plug it in again?
At which point, Dave. Basically, you all hear a whooshing noise, and basically, out of the ceiling drops a pod, and it lands with a clang on the floor. There's a couple of crumps from inside. Indeed, but they're used to that sort of thing. There seems to be a number of thumps and crashes, and eventually the door opens, and Dave RZXY number 3 steps out. Now, bear in mind that Dave has got no treasonous points, and although he's a clone, he in no way can be blamed for any actions performed by the previous clone that was obviously tainted and genetically inferior in the vat.
Yep.
Dave, you're back in the thing. Okay, so you've repaired the cable.
Did they give me back a normal arm?
Oh.
Yeah, you got your armor back.
No, my arm.
Oh yes. This clone had because you're number 3. You have 2 fleshy arms now.
Oh, right, okay. Aye, because number 2 get the metal armor lead back on. Yeah, it's an inventory problem.
No. You've got both your arms until someone shoots it. It's useful. You've got a spare arm in the. Okay, Dave. Welcome back to the party. Okay, so you've repaired the power lead. What do you want to do now?
Well, Bruce is checking the new robot with the disc, trying to find a place for the disc, and also
the smell coming from the robot. The robot. There is just the whole robot smells of very unpleasant, rotting meat.
Oh, Bruce is going to get to work and start cleaning.
Death and decay.
Cleaning the robot.
The smell of death and decay is emanating from this robot.
Putting on the
maybe somebody's inside it.
Well, if somebody's inside it, we need to take him out and shoot him because that's treasonous.
I agree. We should force it, take its head off and see if somebody's inside it.
Bruce is asking the robot if there's anything he could do to help it, and continues cleaning, especially the gooey area, to see if he can get rid of the smell. But it's specifically trying to get a conversation out of the robot to find out what he needs, if he needs anything, find out anything about the robot he can, see if there's a communication link he can establish with the robot.
As I say, the robot sits there inert.
Even though he's plugged in the wall.
I didn't hear someone say they plugged it in the wall.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Well, he plugged it in. Oh, did you plug it back in after you yanked it out and repaired it?
Yeah.
Oh, I do apologise. I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. Okay, right. Okay, so what? Second, you plug the robot back into the wall before anyone can do anything. The robot trundles forwards and stops when the cable comes out the wall.
Oh.
Is there any
Lesser
more
robot,
lengths of
more
cable
dumb
in
bot,
the
huh?
room? Anybody
Let's
have
pick
any-
the robot up, make him so he's facing the wrong way, move him right back up to that wall. What is that
I think
cage that's thingy standing by? Is that a desk?
Bruce is going to look for another outlet in the room and plug it into an outlet over here. Where's
The
Bruce?
only power outlet is up next to the only power outlet's next to the computer console.
Oh, that's disturbing. You mean where the only place he's plugged in, where he's already plugged in?
Yes.
Is there
Aye, if you rewire the cable, it'll make it longer.
Okay.
Is there a controlling monitor that controls the robot on that computer display?
No, that's just a computer console. It's just a way of accessing data, typing in data, and it's an older-fashioned way of typing in data and inputting things to the computer that non-troubleshooters have. Obviously, being troubleshooters, you've got the cortical cerebral implants, but other people don't necessarily have those. That's part of the fun of being a troubleshooter. Normal people have to use computer consoles to talk to the computer.
Well, we could easily fix the cable so it's longer.
I like the idea of just turning the robot around so it's facing towards the computer.
Yeah, let's do that.
You're going to pick the robot up, bring it back up. So you need to bring it up to there so you can plug it in, and you're going to turn it around so it faces a different direction. Is that the plan?
If it starts going, it's going to go into the wall up the top there rather than go towards the door at the bottom.
Okay. It's okay. You plug the cable back into the robot. The robot turns round. The robot turns round, moves forwards until the lead falls out.
Well, hang on, I can repair it so it's got a longer cable.
What is this robot called?
Imana 665C, as far as you can understand it.
Okay.
Yes, bloody written on the description.
Let's try this one more time. Let's go ahead and back it up and stand somebody in front of it.
What's the normal way of talking to robots?
And then, and that's what I was going to say. And then before it can roll too far, say something to it.
Let's stand Ben in front of it.
In fact, tell you what we'll do is we'll fix the cable. We can tie the cable round the robot and then plug it in so it can't pull its plug out. I'll fix that.
Yes, we'll do that, and then while the computer's trying to while the robot's powering up and trying to decipher what's going on with the cable, I'll start talking to it.
So, from the distance it is now, the cable just reaches into the wall, and you only have 4 inches of. So I see what you're saying. You're gonna wrap it around it there. Okay.
We want to put the computer over here, the robot over here. So then we got more wrapping up time and more. Yeah.
Okay, so you put the cable over there. You wrap it all the way. So you're wrapping it all the way around until the cable just goes into the wall behind it.
Yep.
Yep.
Like you're putting away the lawnmower. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I understand completely. It took me a while to get it. Okay. Obviously, someone's going to have to go plug it in.
Yep, and then Dave can plug it in, and I'll start talking to it. It plugs in and goes, and I'll say Imana 665C, stop moving.
Okay.
Well, just remember to mind your P's and Q's and B.
Dave plugs it in, and it starts rolling forwards, and you say stop moving. The droid stops moving because you actually said Imana 665C stop moving. It stops. And just goes beep.
Ask it to give itself a self-diagnostic so it can find problem.
Yeah, Imana 665. See, what is what is your fault?
I'm sorry, clearance not confirmed. Your request cannot be acknowledged at this time.
I ask it if there's anything I can do to help it.
What is your
If you
security
get-
clearance, please?
Oh, I'm a hygiene officer. I can help you if you'd like.
You know the disc it fell off it. I bet you can reprogram the disc and reattach it.
Oh yeah, where can I put this disc for you? You seem to have dropped it.
No response to either of your statements.
Imana 665, clearance troubleshooter. Please self-diagnose and report issues.
If you
I'm
give us the
sorry,
disc, I'll see if I can
clearance
fix
not
it.
confirmed. Your request cannot be acknowledged at this time.
Look, give us the disc, I'll fix the disc.
Okay,
I'm going to
well,
say
Are
to it, Imana, whatever your name is. I'm the equipment guy, and I want you to let me examine your equipment.
what is your security clearance, please?
Red.
I'm sorry, clearance not confirmed. Your request cannot be acknowledged at this time.
Hygiene officer Bruce, clearance red. May I help clean you and help you in any way you need? And I start mopping the goopy area of the Imana.
Again, no response. Did you say, Dave? Did you say you were holding you were walking towards it with the metal disc?
No, I'm saying
I would-
who's got the disc? If you give me the disc, I'll fix the security clearance of the disc and then reattach it. And okay.
That would be
had the disc.
Bruce. Yeah, that'd be Bruce.
Yeah. You give us the disc, I'll science the disc and then we'll try and reattach it.
Sure. Bruce gives is it Ben? Who's the equipment guy? Ben?
Dave. Ben's the
Dave.
equipment guy. Dave's asking for the disc.
Ben. Oh, I'm not giving it to Dave. No way.
But Dave, you have no reason
Why are
not
you
to trust
paranoid?
Dave. You got no reason not to trust Dave. I mean, obviously, the old Dave was obviously some subversive commie that was obviously working against you, the rest of the party. But this is Dave 3, a completely different Dave.
I'm going to say, Iman, whatever your name is. Let's play 3D tic-tac-toe.
I'm sorry, I do not recognise Iman or whatever your name is.
Martin is going to kind of crouch down and see if there's some sort of access panel that he can get to try and bypass some of the security stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bruce is hoping that Imana is not enemy misspelled backwards.
Okay, so
We tampering with robots.
so anyway, the second anyone goes near the robot with the metallic disc, I need them to make a strength check, please.
I'm on it.
See, told you. And mine.
I'm just trying to
Fortunately, I'm very strong. Oh, look at that. How come it didn't re-roll? Oh, that was a 4 on a D6, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, your wild die rolled. Basically, some invisible force is trying to pull the disc out of your hand.
To Imana?
Magnetic.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's not the end of the world. I let it go.
Okay, it literally flies and with a loud metallic clunk, hits back in the location it is on the illustration. Now, I'm trying to remember how you get into this thing.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can do for you, Imana?
It hasn't acknowledged you anytime you've spoken to it, I'm afraid. Hygiene officer, Bruce. Okay. I know I put this in somewhere. Where's the bit about how you open it? Oh yeah. Well, you reckon that whole Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Number 5. The shallow depression running around the bot's body, a dark black substance visible at the bottom of this depression. Well, you reckon? Security.
Well, Bruce is cleaning some of that up as quickly as
Yes,
he
no.
can.
It looks like that. As you're cleaning that up, it does look like the whole dome bit may well basically be removable, but it's obviously securely locked at the moment.
Oh. Well, I'm going to keep cleaning and examining, and meanwhile offering my assistance to
Can
Amana,
Martin
who's unresponsive Amana.
Can Martin's security check open it, or do I need to roll again?
No. By all means, you reckon that basically all you need to do is literally, well, it's probably brute. You'll have to basically use some sort of brute force to get the lid open. But you could, with some tool or something, you might be able to yank the lid off.
Well, yeah, I mean, there is the isn't there a handy dandy pair of bolt cutters lying about somewhere that could
There it is.
maybe
Use them as a crowbar.
Yeah, I mean, they are quite heavy stuff, apparently.
Okay, at this point, just okay. You try, yeah. So strength check if you want to try and force it open. Oh, hang on, sorry. I need to fix the fact that you've plugged the power cord back in and it's no longer damaged. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have a go at that.
At this point, Amana goes, I need to find my daddy, and moves forward, rolls forwards, and the power cable goes out the wall.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and leave it unplugged until we get it opened up and can look around inside.
yeah. Yeah, let's prise its head off.
You know what Bruce is going to do? Bruce is going to pull that disc off of Amana, and he's going to shove it behind.
Oh, sorry, the disc instantly collapses to the floor again, obviously, the second the power cuts out.
Bruce is going to grab the disc, and he's going to stick it between the wall and the computer thing against the wall, or somewhere in the cage, and secure it so that it can pull the robot that direction next time robot power is up. In fact, why don't I put it behind the cage, and then we can all move the robot right next to it in front of the disc, so the cage can hold Amano in place. Does somebody want to help me do that?
Silence from everyone. It's worrying.
Yeah. Martin will help you put the disc and drag Amana around.
Okay, so let's drag Amana right here, and put the disc right inside the cage behind Amana.
Let me make Amana green so you can move him. There you go. You should be able to move him where you want to put him now. Sorry.
Okay, and then I'll put the disc inside the cage behind Amana.
Okay. I mean, that's,
and then I'll plug in
kind of in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, or even right behind Amana if the cage is secure there. I mean, if the cage is open, we can just move Amana all the way there.
You can see.
No, because I need to be able to get to her.
Yeah. Martin,
okay, let's leave them there. Then.
Martin, you can see that there appears to be some sort of hinges, but you can't. Try as you might, you can't get the lid open without any power to the robot.
I'm plugging Amana back in.
You plug Amana back in. Okay. It's made of metal. Okay.
What? It's made of metal?
Someone asked something, as I said, but it's made of metal. Okay, you plug
it. So what?
you plug Amana back in. It rolls forwards, and the power plug the comes out the wall and stops again.
Wait a minute. Isn't it? Doesn't it grab the metal disc that it keeps being attracted to?
No. The metal disc was attracted to it because you brought the disc close enough to it for it to be magnetically re-adhered to the robot.
Well, I'm putting the disc right behind Imana on the
Yeah,
other side of the cage.
But the disc weighs much less than Imana, and so
Okay.
the magnet can pull the disc, but the magnet's not going to pull Imana, is what he's saying.
It's not going to hold Imana. Okay, that's fair. Got it.
Yeah. At this point,
Just trying.
I'm sorry, troubleshooters. Are you having problems? It seems to be taking an inordinate amount of time to repair the bot.
Is there a slot in the computer for that disc?
No, not on that computer console. No.
Is there any slots in the room for this disc?
No. The disc was attached to the robot.
I'm going to spend a penny and give myself inspiration on how to figure out what's going on.
Well, no. At this point, the computer goes. At this point, the computer might say, "You may want to re-examine the droid. Maybe look at number 4." Then shuts up again.
Said what?
What was the number 4?
The wheels.
Number 4.
The wheels. We need to basically
wheels.
disconnect or
Twin
jam
tread
the
chassis
wheels.
with a clearance of 3 centimeters.
Wheel number 4.
How heavy is this robot? Like, I know it takes 2 people.
280 kilograms.
All right, so
560 pounds. Holy mackerel.
Can we tip it over?
Now, I will also give you one more tip. You may remember something was described as being 5 centimeters thick earlier.
The disc.
Not the disc.
We don't have the
You have
disc.
4 of them.
The
Oh,
shields?
blast shields.
Yeah, the shields, yeah.
Oh. Okay, so I'll put my shield underneath the robot. Is that the idea?
Well,
what you need-
in front of. Basically, we're going to put a little square around the robot.
Well, yeah. Basically, what you do if you put one shield in front of the robot and one shield behind the robot and lift the robot up and squidge the shields in a bit so the wheels can't touch the ground, the robot can't go anywhere.
There we go.
Because
That's what I was just about to say we were going to do. See? That was my idea.
You plug the robot back. It does say the computer's allowed to surprise. You plug the robot back in, and the wheels start turning, and it doesn't stop turning. But it seems a little confused, and it's worrying about a bit. But it keeps turning, trying to work out why it's not moving.
Okay. Is there anything I can help you with, Amana?
At which point, Martin is going to step forward and start trying to get the cover off.
Okay, dokie. Okay, you're going to attempt to get the cover off. Okay, as you reach for the cover, something happens. No, it didn't happen. Typical.
Did Bruce successfully clean the robot? At least as much as he could. Uh-oh, siren.
It's the robot's emitting siren noises. Do you wish to continue trying to open the robot?
Yes.
Okay. Let me lock tokens.
This is a good idea. Martin is going to follow it through.
Martin, Dave, and Bruce. Okay. I'm afraid suddenly, in a large spherical area around it, is electrically charged as basically Amana gives off a sort of unpleasant electric pulse. Oh dear. Oh dear.
send in the clone.
I thought EMP. I thought EMP only damaged buildings, not.
I didn't say EMP. I nearly said EMP, but then I didn't mean EMP. Basically, it sends. It literally. It's the future. What it actually happens is it electrically charges all molecules of oxygen in the area, including those inside your lungs, and ignites them for a microsecond. The result is quite spectacular. Oh, the splats did move that time. For the other guys, they didn't.
Go, that hygiene officer is going to have so much cleaning up to do.
Okay, Dave. Dave's on to number 4. Hang on, why did Dave just suddenly affect bleeding out? He's already... Yeah, I don't know. Right. Okay, and...
My question
Mark,
is, why didn't they unplug it before they tried to open it?
because they couldn't open it when it was unplugged, because obviously
Ah.
because that would be too easy.
Well,
They did try, in all fairness. Okay, so hygiene officer is on to his second clone. Who was the other one that died? Who was the third one that died? Was it Orion? No, it wasn't.
Martin.
Who died?
Was-
Martin.
What was the
Brian's
question?
just taking notes and watching from the back corner, make sure there's no more saboteurs.
Well, indeed. Okay. I'm leaving the splats because it makes things more interesting. Okay, so after a few minutes, Bruce and Martin and Dave arrive in their replacement pods.
Do we have the same equipment we had before? Do I have my black bags?
Yes, we don't think. Well, to basically you turn up and you can pick up the equipment off your body. Basically, we don't worry too much about it. Don't think about it too hard. But yes,
Okay, good enough.
Imana goes. Security procedures, self-defense systems disabled, and goes back to rolling its wheels again.
See, I thought the bot might have been dangerous and nobody listened at this point.
I suspect
It's probably only happened because you cut the plug.
Well, that didn't work quite like I hoped it would. So I think we need to try something else. Did everybody get a good laugh? I mean, was my body wiggling real funny?
I never cut the plug. That was Dave too.
Indeed. Right.
What's Ben doing?
Ben's just staring. It's moved up after the three of you sort of exploded.
Started trying
well-
to access the computer inside this robot.
Bruce is cleaning up again.
There's quite a lot to clear up, I'm afraid, Bruce, but that's absolutely fine.
So anyway, now that the viewers have rejoined us again, yeah, this is the dodgy side of troubleshooting.
Indeed. So the issue,
This is-
so just to put it into perspective, the issue you seem to have is at the moment the robot will respond if talked to in the right way, but then it asks what your clearance is, and you haven't given it a clearance that it's responding to. And
Can we contact the main computer and ask them for the clearance so we can operate on this, work on this robot?
Oh, that's kind of like a bit much, isn't it? That's kind of. Please, sir, can I have some more? That's not very PR, is it? No?
Unfortunately, you are of red security clearance, and you may well get promoted if you. Basically, you may well get you get promoted if you perform well in the service to the computer, and the computer is happy with your post reports, as it were. So you can't just request a bump up. You're going to have to come up with some ideas. In the meantime, the robot's still sitting there with its wheels whirring, desperately trying to move forwards.
Okay,
think
Bruce
what
is
we do-
checking. Bruce
What?
is checking the console. Anything interesting on the console?
It's just a dumb terminal that you can basically access computer files on.
Let's unplug the robot, and then the disc will fall off.
The disc isn't attached. The disc's over there.
All right, okay.
What's the highest level of clearance?
But Richard of York gave Battle in Vain is how in the UK we used to remember it, and then above that's ultraviolet.
Okay, so I'm going to say computer Iman 665C. What is your What is your diagnosis?
What is your security clearance, please?
Ultraviolet.
I never heard anything. I think somebody just coughed. some there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
I
hear. Sometimes
am-
people watching at home, you may hear background noise from the room that I'm in.
I am sorry. I cannot confirm your clearance. How am I cannot visually confirm this. What is your clearance, please?
Violet.
We're here to fix your optics. You can't visually do it because we
Just
got to
trying to think.
fix
Hang on. Something. I am. Who's the equipment officer? The equipment officer.
I'm the equipment officer.
Is Ben, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm the equipment guy, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just need to check something. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I am sorry, sir. I am unable to confirm your clearance. It does sound worried about that, though.
Well, my clearance is high enough. Yeah, you just have to accept my my word. Robot.
I
My
think the disc
persuasion
is,
roll.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, persuade it.
Yeah. Yep.
Can I use bureaucracy to persuade it?
Bureaucracy. Yeah, this is the thing. This is what I'm. Bureaucracy is meant to sort of deal with paperwork and stuff rather than persuasion. Yeah, go for it. I will allow bureaucracy because you could be citing some.
Can I give him a support role? He has to be a bit more public relation, a bit more eloquent about this whole thing. You know what I mean? Say please and thank yous.
No, Dave gives you a +1 bonus on your bureaucracy roll as you start citing all sorts of interesting computer equipment. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It goes. Ultraviolet. Access confirmed. How may I assist you in?
What was the nature of your malfunction?
Very good question. I am sorry, I am unable to determine the nature of my malfunction.
But what does the disc do?
Can you reboot the system, Mr. Repairman? Can it be rebooted?
Where are you? I cannot see you.
So,
by the way, that I should say at this point, as he says that number 6, the cone thing starts whirring around in multiple directions. What do the three of you nearest to it want to do?
So I was asking what the disc did because I don't think we attached the disc again.
You did. It didn't respond.
I don't think we attached the disc. It's still in the cage.
I want to examine the cone and see if it looks like something has broken off.
No, it doesn't appear to be anything. The cone does not appear to be damaged in any way after you make your defense. After you make your repair roll. I forgot to say that first, but anyway, it could well be a problem with an internal circuit issue, of course.
Did Bruce finish cleaning it?
You cleaned the outside while it was off. Yes.
Okay,
right, I'm going to tell it to open up. It's we needed to open up, didn't we?
Bruce is going to. Oh, go ahead.
The whole red dome opens up. The odor of long spoiled food hits you in full force. Please make vigor rolls or lose your lunch.
Vigor.
Martin and Jenny are safe where they are. They've been very quiet, I have to be honest. Jenny's been very quiet. Paranoid, she's not enjoying herself.
Nope.
She's observing.
That's okay. That's absolutely fine.
You've heard from her, just not.
I have indeed. I know, don't worry.
I haven't taken my gas mask off yet, so I don't smell anything, do I?
No, you're fine if you got your gas mask on.
Yeah, I've just brought up my lunch, which was actually just a,
Yep.
rudimentary.
It would appear okay. Basically, yeah. There's it appears that this section, well, it has all sorts of spoiled food in here, you can also see that it appears to basically be the lid appears to be airtight, and all the food seems to have gone off in there. But you deduce that possibly because the power's been out for quite some time.
It was unplugged for a while.
Well, Bruce gets to work.
Sorry, it does look like the whole section with the foul food can be removed now.
Okay, Bruce is going to remove it and start dumping it out into one of his black bags.
You lift out the freezer. It's a portable freezer, this droid. Okay. So can I have notice checks with anyone who's looking inside the droid? If you got repair, you can make a repair check instead if you'd rather. Okay. Basically, you now notice that underneath the droid is a damaged visual sensor control board. In theory, all you need to do is replace the faulty unit and the bot should be repaired.
Can I repair the full unit, or have I got to put a new one in?
No, it's damaged beyond repair. It needs replacement.
And have we got spare parts?
There are no spare parts here, but you can probably order one through production, logistics, and commissary.
That's what I'll do now then.
Yeah,
Okay,
actually, being PLC, I am going to go ahead and place that order.
Okay. Okay, you get through. Good afternoon. Welcome to PLC, Robotics Division. How may I assist you today?
This is Martin RSWD. I am needing a replacement optic control board for an Amana 665 Charlie unit.
I see. Okay. Excuse me a sec. Sorry, we have no record of that designation. Could you provide the serial number for the required part?
I will look over at our equipment man.
It's probably prudent to if you're going to do anything inside the robot, I suggest you unplug it first.
Yeah, now we've got access. Unplug it and
Unplug it, yeah.
Yeah.
now we're inside.
The freezer unit is spick and span, Mr. Hygiene Officer. Okay, looking at the damaged circuit board, there are no identifying marks on it at all.
Can we get a scan of
Hello, have we lost connection? I'm waiting for the serial number.
Can we get a scan of the part and send them a visual?
You could certainly, you could certainly using your eyeball take a picture and send it over to them.
We'll do that then.
Okay. Couple of minutes later, Martin gets a call back from PLC. Hello, Martin. RSWD. This is George RXYZ. I'm afraid the system won't accept JPEG files at this time. Can you send it over in QWERTY format, please?
What format, QWERTY?
Oh yeah, the old way.
A little text picture.
I'm sorry, that's what the system's asking for. I must admit, we've never had to do it this way. If you could just provide the serial number, then we won't have any problems. Thank you.
There's no serial number on it.
Hello, Rigo. I didn't see you go. Ooh, sorry.
Send them a QWERTY version then.
Can I?
Maybe
well, all of you
convert the
all of you
JPEG
make
to a
common knowledge-
QWERTY
all of you
GIF
make
image.
common knowledge rolls. Oh, you could try
Maybe
security
we
checks
can
if you want to
fix
try
the existing
outfit, yeah?
board.
outfit, yeah?
My rolls are really good.
Somebody fix the bennies.
Jenny's been over here mostly observing and reporting, so.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Jenny.
Jenny is on the job.
Jenny's
Thank
on
goodness.
the job. Having searched through, basically, QWERTY was a keyboard standard, not an image standard. As far as you could tell that, there is.
It was also a
it's
graphic
physically
standard.
possible to send it's that would be ASCII, wouldn't it? Not QWERTY. As far as you can work it out, they're just talking rubbish just to fob you off.
No, there is an ASCII graphics.
There is, but that's not what he wanted. He wanted it in QWERTY format, not ASCII.
He wanted it in QWERTY. What about Dvorak?
Well, exactly. That is also a viable option. Yeah. That's what he asks her in. I can't remember. What is it? AZERTY? I can't remember the German keyboard, the French keyboard layout. So, yeah, I'm afraid without the serial number, you're not going to do this. You're not going to be able to get the spare part.
Okay, we're going to contact Alon Yu and ask him.
You are going to try and contact an ultraviolet person and talk to them.
Is that not a thing we do? Okay, I won't bother.
Your red security clearance.
Can, but the
why you have
odds of you
clones.
surviving it are very, very slim.
Okay, we're not doing that then.
So, Bruce, realizing the predicament we're in, or realizing the predicament the drone is in, offers him his contact information, offers him to help in any way if he finds a source for the replacement hardware, assures the drone that he will be looking for replacement hardware on his behalf at all times, and just generally...
Hey, why is he talking to a shutdown droid?
Oh, is it unplugged?
Can I have notice checks, please?
Plug it back in.
That's fine. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. Basically, the droid. You notice the droid is inert. Also, basically, but Bruce seems to have got everything tidied up, and you can't help but notice that some of the cameras seem to be focusing in, and you although you've always thought you've been watched before, you don't get the impression that you're all under intense scrutiny. Meantime, Bruce plugs the droid back in. The droid comes back up. The droid comes back online.
So I do everything I said I was doing before.
And yet again, I'm afraid it doesn't respond to any of it.
And then I make sure that it knows I am of service. And I not only do I do that verbally, I use my bootlicking to the best of my ability. Dropping
that's a very good bootlicking roll, but I'm afraid like every time you talk to it, it's never acknowledged you, I'm afraid. You're all nice and friendly to it and everything, but it never seems to acknowledge you. But
well, I give it my contact information. Do the best I can.
Indeed. In the meantime, the question is, what are the rest of you going to do? Basically, you need the serial number to get the replacement part.
I'm going to ask Imana 665 see what the serial number is for his optic unit.
Well, then ask him.
What is the serial number for your optic unit? We need to replace the circuit board.
No response.
Imana
Have I got indigestion?
I look
back in.
Okay,
Bruce looks for a serial number on the refrigerator.
There isn't one on the refrigerator, but basically after Ben, I was going to hang on. Who's the
It was Ben.
It was Ben. After Ben phrases it correctly, Imana 665C, what is the serial number of your? What is it? Go for it.
Of your optical circuit board.
Okay, there we are. Okay.
I'll get a Benny for saying optical circuit board twice.
Hey, it is. The serial number is capital ZXY 5625 lowercase GHTY dash. Sorry, I'll get that right. Capital ZXY 5625 dash lowercase GHTY dash 75676
6859
lowercase ZFGT dash 75647.
TYXYZ.
I'll pass that on to the to who was it who rung up? It wasn't. Who was it who rung him up? It wasn't.
I'm sorry,
This
I
is
got lost.
DLC. I just need the serial number.
Okay, so I'll just pass that serial number on to whoever to them.
Go on then.
Yeah, I just did. Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
Okay, I'll ask Imana 665C to repeat the serial number again, and then put it on speakerphone.
Okay, the number was ZX1577-4331.
Okay, thank you. We are ordering part ZX5743-11. Thank you for your service.
That's not the right one.
Sabotage.
The robot was meant to be telling the number, not the YouTube guy.
You just said you were going to tell it, and obviously YouTube guy just gave the serial number back, and that okay.
Okay, yeah, I know. I said I'm going to get the robot to repeat it, not YouTube guy. Yeah, YouTube guy. I need you to stop interfering.
You said you were going to get the robot to repeat it. You didn't command the robot to repeat
I
it.
I was trying to command it. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to say, Imana 665C, please.
You didn't.
Well,
Let's do that now.
That's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to say,
crazy.
Imana 665C, please repeat your serial number for your optical unit on the loudspeaker so that the repair people can get a new piece.
Capital
And then
Z, capital X, capital Y,
and
5625
if Dave speaks, I'm going to punch him in the throat.
dash 75676 dash ZFGT dash 756 dash Z.
Okay, did you get that?
Could you do
Again,
it again?
I
got the
lost the last part.
FGD-756-Z.
You just you're going to ask them. Someone needs. Well, Ben needs to ask the robot to do it again then.
Okay, I will repeat it. Imana 665C, please repeat the serial number of your optical circuit board.
Capital Z, capital X, capital Y, 5625 dash GHTY dash 75676 dash ZFGT dash 7564 dash Z.
And repeat it again, please.
Okay, I will call up. I will call up
slowly. Please repeat it. Please repeat it. Please repeat it at half speed.
Dash 76564 dash Z.
Imana 665C, please repeat the serial number of your optical unit at 1/4 speed.
Shush. Capital
Your crate-
ZXY
Your crate
56.
has arrived.
You ordered the wrong bloody part.
Can everyone see the crate? It has arrived. It's just there.
Don't open that, guys. Trust
See
me,
the crate,
don't
but
open that.
yeah. So who got the? Did you get the serial number down?
Yes.
Right, so we're going to order it, and you say it.
Capital Z, capital X, capital Y, 5625 GHTY 75676 ZFGT 7564 Z.
Not convinced.
I'm going to award Benny's all round for that. Okay.
He done it.
Okay. Right. After another 15 or so minutes.
I'm going to push this crate out of the way. I was going to say, I'm going to push that first crate out of the way so the second crate can show up without any major problems.
I'm going to go over and open up the
I'm
second
just
crate.
going to, sorry, the second crate's a bit on the too big side. I'm just resizing it down. Okay. The second crate arrives.
I'm going to go and open it.
Okay, let's you got to open the crate. Okay. The second crate has arrived. Inside are 216 cartons of misprinted Tila RMLY keychains.
Okay,
One
well,
of these must.
figure out.
I'm going to
figure
look
One
in
of
the
out
these
big
must
which
have
crate
one's
the
here.
the right
circuit board
one.
in it.
It was
One
almost
of these
correct.
must have the circuit board in it.
Okay. Do you want to open up the other crate?
Open up the other crate, yes. And then, yeah. He's evil.
Okay. Who's opening up the crate? Is that Ben?
Ben's opening the crate, yes.
Ben.
Repair guy.
Ben, the repair guy's opening the crate. Have you not? I thought you died once.
Oh, I haven't died yet.
Okay. I like the yeah. Okay. Ben, can you make an agility check as -2 as you open the crate and you see the giant mutant experimental amoeba inside pseudopods reaching for you?
Not
Yes,
bad.
of course I am. I'm meant to be. Okay, you dive backwards, letting the lid slam down.
Excellent, yes. Then we're going to move over there.
Is the lid slammed down like as enclosed or slammed down?
The lid
fell on
slammed
the
down
floor?
as enclosed. For the record, the docket on the crate you have there does the docket on the crate you ordered. Although I'm being nice, even though you missed out the dashes, that has the Tila O'Malley cartons.
Oh,
in
I
it.
did put. Bother.
I was nice. I wasn't actually. You didn't say the dashes when you quoted it to me, but don't worry. According to the docket, you gave the right serial number. It's just inside it contained 216 cartons of misprinted Tila RMLI keychains with 140 keychains per carton.
Excellent. We're going to put that inside the robot and see if it starts working.
For the record, you can request these cartons to be removed by the computer if you want them removed. But,
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that, yes.
Okay. So both those cartons are taken. Basically, basically a hatch opens in the wall and an arm comes out and drags the carton away. Okay. What are you going to do
Hopefully
now?
this will should be just a simple case of fitting the card inside it. And nothing will be missing.
Card's broken.
Okay. Well, Bruce has been at work, so it should be clean room conditions, perfect for reinstalling a circuit board.
Except you haven't got a circuit board. You've got a giant experimental amoeba and a keychain. Well. Okay.
Oh, the amoeba came out of the box?
No, you got an amoeba in one box and you got 216 cartons of keychains.
I thought the box disappeared.
They've gone
Yes.
now, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you asked for both of them to be taken away. So what are you going to do now?
We need to get the right circuit board, and obviously the computer's reporting the wrong number.
No,
So-
I'm gonna call back the supply guys and say, listen, guys, get it straight and give them the appropriate number again. I will make sure I include the dashes and tell them if they don't get it correct this time that there will be a report filed.
And say please and thank you.
I'm sorry, caller. Are you? From my understanding, you are reporting we sent you the wrong part.
Yes, and the
Twice.
computer has already retracted it.
So you are saying that you gave us the exact correct part number you needed, and we took the part numbers you needed and sent you the wrong part. Is that what you're saying?
Well, if you look at the unboxing video, you see it when it arrived, we unboxed it. And that's what we got.
So you are saying
Yes,
the
I am
computer
reporting
made
that
a
you guys-
mistake.
No, I am saying you made a mistake in filing
No,
this
the-
information.
they read back the part they read back exactly the key that you told them, and they said that's what we put in, and the computer sent the crate out. So we did not make any mistake, did we?
No, I guess there were no mistakes. Thank you. And I'll disconnect.
Okay. The other way to get out of that one is to admit you misread the part number and then read back the same part number. Okay, so. Hello, this is the computer. I am concerned that you seem to be taking an awful long time to repair this bot. Your reports have been updated.
The bot was very, very damaged. That's why it's taking us so long.
The circuit board has got no markings on it, so we can't get a new one.
Okay. I'm sure you will fix it. Thank you very much. Okay, what are you going to do?
Can you
By the
remove
way-
the circuit board and see if there is another number on the other side of it?
No, it's not that. They obviously screwed up, but obviously they can't admit that. So all you have to do is hope you get a different person and try again.
I'm going to do exactly what you just said and try again. Okay.
Just
Hello,
read it.
welcome to PLC. How may we assist you today?
I'd like to order
Damn it, we got-
part ZXY562-G.
Capital ZXY.
Yeah, sorry, capital ZX, capital Z, capital X, capital Y, 5625 dash lowercase g, lowercase h, lowercase t, lowercase y dash 75676 dash lowercase z, lowercase f, lowercase g, lowercase t dash 7564 dash lowercase z times 2.
Right, yes. A visual.
I would like 2 of those, please.
A visual computer circuit. Certainly. I'm afraid we only have one in stock.
Okay, I'll
It's
have
on
the
its-
one then. Thank you very
It's
much.
on its way to you. It's on its way to you now.
And I'll
After
start
another
humming the robot love song, loyalty thing, or whatever it is.
after another long wait, the crate arrives. Again, it's too big. Let me go. There we go.
Gonna open the crate.
Okay.
Everybody needs
now-
to take a dose of PSD. Here, I'm going to start handing out some personality stabilizing drugs, just because.
Okay.
I'll have some drugs.
Happy
Yeah, I don't
pills.
mind.
Okay. You all feel exceptionally happy in the computer. And obviously you're very relieved. In fact, you were also relieved when this time the box arrives with the correct part illustration and installation instructions attached to the outside.
Good. I'm going to take it out and then I'm going to fit it to the robot.
Read the
Okay.
instructions.
I'm going to unplug the robot first,
Yes?
fit the circuit board in.
Okay.
I'm going to read the
So-
instructions. Obviously,
okay,
I'm
so you take the
repair
You take
guy.
the instruction. Okay. Can I have notice check, please, from everyone? I know. This is a written adventure. I'm running it as written. The other stuff beforehand was me, but yeah, I'm having too much fun here.
What is it? Notice?
Notice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no problem at all. The only thing is what you all notice is as Ben's carrying the part back to the robot that he notices as he goes to fit it in. I hadn't thought of that one. Sorry, someone suggested don't forget to ground yourself to discharge static electricity, and I'm just annoyed I hadn't thought of that. The part you're carrying, Ben, it doesn't look in any way, shape, or form like the picture on the box or on the instruction manual.
That's possibly because somebody had substituted the wrong part and this is the right one.
It could have been worse. It might have been. It could have been worse. It might have been flat pack furniture with bits missing.
Obviously something's gone wrong, or maybe there is somebody subversive back at PLC. But I mean, obviously, or you could. The only option really is, well, I suppose you can. Well, it's up to you. You can either try and see if you can order another part, or tell the computer you failed. But you could also send this box back, of course, if you want. What do you want to do?
We should send the part back. See if we can get another one.
Do you want to include the instructions you got from the box back with it?
We should keep the instructions if they're the correct instructions.
Okay.
But
Hello,
is it
this
part?
Oh, you're going to send the box back, are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you send the box back. Hello, this is PLC. How can we assist you today?
We have an item that we need replaced with the correct visual circuit board. Could we do that, please?
Certainly, I just need the serial number.
Upper all caps ZXY 5625, all lowercase GHTY dash 75676 dash all lowercase ZFGT dash 7564 dash lowercase z.
Oh, I've just decided I could have been. I've just realised I could be quite dick. Is that Muggle A or Muggle B? But I'm not doing that. Yes. Oh, you're in luck. We have one of those left. We'll get it dispatched to you immediately.
Oh, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
After another half hour, a box arrives. This box arrives, and this time the box has basically on the outside of the box it appears to be showing a replacement part for a thermonuclear hand grenade. You wish to open the box?
Open it up.
Okay.
Bruce opens it up.
The box so the box shows the box illustration is basically a replacement pin for a thermonuclear hand grenade with fitting instructions. But when you open it up inside, good job you kept the instructions, is the correct part.
Excellent. Boom. We're in business. Okay.
If you think this is bad, it reminds me of the time I tried to order 4 candles.
Good old 2 Ronnies. Righty-ho. The Americans won't get that one, but it might be on YouTube. It's well worth looking up. I'll see if I can find it later. And need it in. Okay, I just need a repair check to replace the part.
I believe that would be... Is that Ben? Yeah, Ben. You're up, right? Ben? Jiminy Monka? Jiminy.
Again.
Okay, I'll do it. Bruce's repair is really good. He keeps things clean room conditions, perfect for repair. Let's see what my repair is. Oh, I don't have it. Let me do unskilled. I'm really good at everything else.
Hang on, I can repair it.
You can as well. Look at
that. Okay, just in time.
Just in time.
Yeah, no, I got a phone call.
He ripped it out of my hand.
The phone started ringing just at that time.
That's fine. Okay, so you replace the part.
After he replaces the part, I put the refrigerator back in.
Okay, you put the refrigerator back in.
And then I guess we put the hood back on, or the top, or the whatever it is.
Put it all back together again.
Yep.
Okay. Plug her in. Bruce,
in actual fact,
you plug it back in. Preparing self-diagnostics. That cone thing starts moving around again.
Bruce whispers to Amana, "I'm at your service. I'm at your service. I'm at your service."
Warning: drink serving tray appears to be missing.
Oh, get the disc out of the cage and offer it to Amana.
I appear to be surrounded by red clearance individuals. Diagnostics complete. Security recognition system active.
We are at your service, and
diagnostics complete. Also, everything appears to be functioning correctly.
So you've been repaired. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Are you reporting that you have repaired it?
Yes.
No, it is reporting that it has been repaired. We are simply passing that information along.
Like that. The robot is reporting that it's repaired. Yes.
I shall now report to the OOD.
The OOD.
It's powered,
Yeah,
it's powered
unplugged
down.
It broke.
It unplugged itself.
No,
Did
it's
it?
not that. It appears to have just stopped. It appears to have just gone dead.
Open her back up, guys. I really see power.
Open it back up again. Have another look.
I don't know if we can open it up.
You can't open it
Without
up
the power.
Without the power.
Do we have the crowbar thing? The clippers?
Notice check from anyone who's trying to repair the droid.
Gotta notice something eventually.
Martin, Bruce, the power lead's been unplugged.
No.
The power lead has been unplugged.
What, from the wall?
From the wall.
Okay, well, I'm camped on the power lead. Plugging it back in. Bruce is camped on the power lead.
Performing diagnostics. Systems fully functional. Thank you for resolving my visual cortex security identifier issues. I am now ready to return to my service. I shall now await collection. It stopped. It just sits there. Can't go anywhere anyway because you got it up. Okay. The computer is obviously monitoring this at all times. Six knows you have fixed it, so then the door at the other end of the room, you hear the doors open.
Okay, off we go.
I double check the cord and double check the connection to Amana and give Amana my contact information once more if Amana needs anything.
It's starting to worry me that you've taken such a deep, profound interest in this piece of equipment.
Well, I do that discreetly, though.
I've already reported him twice.
Well, okay.
Are we?
So basically,
are we-
yes. Thank you for repairing my robot. You may now leave the testing area. Report to the debriefing cubicles. In CPU
Head out.
sector.
I'll wait until everyone else has left and then I'll go.
No, I'm going to make sure everybody's cleared the room to make sure we're not leaving a saboteur to undo it as quick as we did it.
Yep, okay. I'll stay. You stay with me then. We'll make sure there's no one here. Okay. Because
Actually, you know what?
that Dave guy is still worrying me. He stood right by the robot. He's like a YouTuber.
I'm going to leave that up. That's awesome.
I know, because I just got to. I'm not going to bugger with the stealth roll. Just let's fucking stick it in there and let's run.
Oh yeah, you put that. Yeah, nice, very good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
I don't really know what end. I don't even know what end to hold. But I mean, it doesn't come with instructions.
I just love the fact of all the whispers to bugger up. It's the one where you're trying to.
Yeah, just when I said he's a spy as well. So there you go. I mean, literally, I'm standing there blocking him.
They're all pushing everybody else out of the room. What else was I supposed to do?
Right. Okay. I
Yeah.
think...
So what end of this gadget am I supposed to be holding?
If he tries to do, I'm going to try and stop him.
Right, I'm not going to wait too much. I think the easiest thing to say is, Dave, you're on clone. Basically, Dave doesn't need to attend briefings because he's terminated with extreme prejudice by everyone in the room. Oh, dear.
We'll find whatever that gadget was he was trying to jam into the...
He has an unknown gadget. You can make a repair roll if you want to try and identify it. It appears to be a casing for an electric toothbrush. Okay, so that was just made my day. I love
It's
that
brilliant, yeah. Just to make sure you put the dash on the other side of the GM next time.
Dave,
Yeah.
Dave, I'm not here right now.
I thought they were being all quite cautious about who was going to be left in the room. So I thought, oh, let's panic. Do something.
Let's note all.
I did like that. Anyway, so okay, that only just leaves Martin and Ben. Basically the computer's going. Hello. You appear to be late for your debriefings. This will be noted on your report. Your security status cards.
Well, no, it's basically as soon as Dave is dealt with, Martin starts walking out. So
Okay, I'm going to assume everyone's leaving. You can probably be keeping your eyes on each other. The door shuts and the locks. Okay. You start heading down the corridor. Can I have notice checks for everyone except Dave, who's a little on the incapacitated side at the moment?
Doing some good rolls. Oh, actually, I got 6 that time. What? Yeah, well, didn't get a 1.
Jenny did a very good roll. Okay, you're heading down the corridor. The green goons were waiting for you at the end of the corridor. It's all very well. You're quite a way away from everything. As you're you're basically walking down the corridor, everything's happy, and then those that make the notice rolls, you hear something I say in the distance, but it'll probably be quite loud. Seems to be coming from the other side of the door, but I wouldn't worry about it.
Did our assignment. We're out of here.
Exactly. So, okay. After an uneventful journey back, you find yourself in CPU section. So you just have to go to the debriefing stations. They're a section of 6 interconnected booths where you'll get to sit and everything else. So as you're sitting in the booths, as I say, Dave, unfortunately, being a bit on the terminated side, is unable to enter one of the booths, so leaving just the 5 of you there. Obviously, Dave's new character is absolutely fine.
Due to technical difficulties.
Yeah, due to technical difficulties. Thank you for your cooperation. Your diligence to the service to the computer will, of course, be rewarded. Thank you for repairing the bot. Are you sure that it is working properly?
It was when we left it.
it reported that all systems were functioning normally.
Was awaiting the pickup, and diagnosis showed no errors.
I see. You did seem to take an awful... Sorry, carry on.
I was just going to say, Bruce was going to say there was some funny business with Dave and the robot, but I hope that was taken care of.
Dave kept interfering with the repairs.
This is indeed most troubling.
I had to kill Saboteur twice.
Now, to what evidence do you have that your fellow troubleshooter... Oh, I've lost him because I've deleted him off the bloody combat tracker again. There we go. Dave RZXY, ignore the incapacitation roll, it was trying to sabotage the mission.
We saw his whisper to the GM.
Indeed.
From beginning to end, he cut the power cord and then he sabotaged it with some sort of toothbrush.
I see. Well, I understand. Well, I think...
Put in a fake order for a wrong part as well.
And fortunately, we had very skilled troubleshooters there to correct all of the things, but we just hope his sabotage didn't do anything.
Good. Okay. Now we go to the section, the performance review section. At this point, we of course will be muting each other's booths. So, Ben, is there anyone you wish to report you have suspicions on, or wish to say was exemplary in their service?
Exemplary, Jenny.
Thank you very much. Martin, is there obviously you know the question, so Martin, basically, is there anyone you want to shop or anyone you want to praise? They can't hear you, don't worry. The other troubleshooters can't hear you at all.
I have you muted, Martin.
There were no exceptional services performed while we were on duty.
Thank you very much. Ryan.
I'd like to report the traitor, Dave, and all of his clones should be interrogated thoroughly.
I'm sorry, are you implying that all clones are tainted and therefore the computer is in some way in error?
Not an error, but should be cautious.
We should take that under advisement. As loyalty officer, did you experience? What were your views on the rest of the team?
Everybody except him seemed to be performing their tasks adequately. And Jenny, who was the supervisor, assisted me in taking out the saboteur twice.
Thank you very much. And Jenny, how do, as team leader, how do you feel the team performed? Are you a good working team? Should we keep you together? And do you have any concerns about anybody in your team?
Well, I feel like they all kind of stepped on each other a bit, but they finally got their acts together. Possibly not unusual for a group that just got together. I don't want to imply that this is a computer error. However, I suspect there is a saboteur within your cloning department, specifically around the cloning department that manufactured Dave. Since we had 2 malfunctions in a row, that seems beyond the possibility of coincidence.
And going over to our hygiene officer, did you find any causes for concern on the general hygiene of any of your fellow team members?
Just a few messes that were created by accident, but everybody was very cooperative and, as far as I could tell, loyal, with perhaps the exception of one clone from Dave that seemed to have trouble, seemed to be interfering either by mistake or on purpose. Who knows? That's above my my clearance level.
Indeed. Right. Well, and sorry, happiness officer. Something I seem to have passed over your happiness report.
I ensured that everybody was happy. I believe that the only person that had any issues was Dave Clone 1. Beyond that, everybody seemed to be doing just fine.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, one last thing. Ben, it appears you haven't completed your induction report. Please sign it now.
My induction report.
Yeah.
I'll sign it. Yeah, but I thought I signed it at the beginning.
You do. Ben, you do not appear to. You have signed it, and you did send it to the address. You did send it off, so you no longer have a copy of it. Ben, please sign your induction report.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, have they sent me a new one?
No. Ben, I'm very disturbed by your lack of following of reports. Please report to the nearby termination booth. That is all. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna. Son of a bitch. He just loves to kill me. He just loves killing my characters. That's what it is. He just wants me to die no matter what.
It's not your fault. Also, actually, Bruce, I do believe. Also, I need to check. Actually, I think Bruce is in the same boat. Actually.
Oh, really? What did Bruce do? He signed. Did I send it to the wrong address?
Yeah, there was the wrong address. You had to get a raise to spot who was going to the. Only one person got it that right, didn't they?
No.
Yeah.
No, it was. So basically, Jenny, Ben, and Bruce. Obviously, you need to. I'm afraid we have no proof. I have no proof that you have completed your induction course or have signed it. If you cannot sign the report and cannot give an adequate excuse to the security officers that are arriving outside, we will escort you to the termination booths. Otherwise, I'm afraid we will have to make you retake the induction course. Dave, alas, Dave.
I'll retake the induction course.
That's absolutely fine.
Bruce requests a new copy of the form. Duplicate.
No, I'm afraid if you have deliberately destroyed forms, that is obviously signs of treason activity, and we will have to deal with you harshly.
Well, Bruce goes into his heads-up display and checks his sent email section for a copy of the form.
Unfortunately, once they're sent, they're deleted from your sent items.
Oh boy. Well, I like to keep my mailbox clean.
It's okay. Okay, Jen. In light of your good service, we would like to resend you for induction. I gather today the induction course is surviving thermonuclear explosions. We shall we shall see how well you do. The rest of you, congratulations. The rest of you, I thank you very much. Your newly assigned troubleshooter quarters beds are waiting in terminal block ZZ95. You will enjoy the privacy of just yourself and 100 other troubleshooters to a room. Have a nice day.
Wow, that's awesome. That level of privacy is
very
almost
much.
unheard of.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed that, guys. My favourite bit was Dave committing suicide by whispering in mistake. But congratulations.
I was going to stand there. I was expecting him to do something anyway. So I was, but then the whisper came just
they
as
were
I
shooting,
said.
shooting everybody out of the room, and I thought, "Oh my god, I've got to go quick."
Did you see where I was? Did you see where I was standing though?
The irony is, I did try to give him the hint that basically when he earlier took a piece out of the robot and swallowed it, he was successful, but he didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, and cross the wires as well.
Yes, but I hope you enjoyed that one. Let me have a see now. So let's have a look. The Armed Forces briefing. Okay, well, the Armed Forces briefing, that was Orion. Well, actually, in fact, once you report it was a mobile refrigerator, they're happy with your report. Computer freaks. Well, yeah, I think we'll point out at this point that there was an easier way to actually get inside the robot, and that was just basically all you had to say was wallbat to the computer, and it would have basically obeyed all commands. But no one actually used that one.
All we had to say was what?
Wallmat.
What was format?
But
Okay.
And we were supposed to know that how?
These are the secret society missions, aren't they? So the army.
You're supposed to be old enough to have used a floppy disk computer.
Orion was supposed to recruit the droid for to the military, but he didn't need to because it was a mobile refrigerator. Whoever was the computer freaks, which I can't remember right now, which was Ben. He had been given the passcode that basically overrides any robot. And if you'd used that, it would have instantly obeyed him.
Did I? I got one of those, did I? Where was that hidden?
That was it. I gave it to you. Computer.
It was in the.
I gave it to you right there. There you go. You know what happened? You deleted your character sheet, didn't you? You deleted your character sheet.
What did I delete?
It obviously stopped sharing it with you, but that was shared with you.
Oh, you never shared that.
It was in the I in Zimmer's.
I only had the 3.2 and 3.2. Yeah, the central processing unit and the ProTech thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the answer was in the eye of Zimmer's swimming certificate.
Yeah. I'm sitting there thinking,
obvious clue, blatant clue.
I'm terribly sorry. Then I obviously gave you the wrong one. That's obviously Fancy Grounds relinking it wrong. Corporal Metal, Bruce, I'm afraid you were unable to recruit the AI because it's been destroyed, and it wasn't artificially intelligent anyway. But that's okay. Dave, your clone succeeded. You destroyed the robot.
Yeah, because I ate part of his brain. Because I can eat anything. I tried to grab as much stuff as possible and eat it.
And Jenny, you as far as you're concerned, as a member of the Free Church of the First Church of Christ the Computer Programmer, you are quite happy that you stopped the saboteur from destroying the robot. So therefore, pretty much a good mix of completions on your secret societies. They're all fairly happy with you. Dave, obviously, you destroy the robot, so they're.
Which the funny thing is, I can't secretly destroy it, right? Because I'm filming everything I do.
I know that the irony of that is, yeah, I know.
Because somebody was saying, yeah, he's YouTubing. I am YouTubing because my eyes are being uploaded to the stream and everybody's watching it.
I know.
Which is why I've got to narrate everything that you're doing because I'm on TV.
I know, and I'll be honest, that was completely random that you got the role. I randomly they're randomly assigned, except if anyone expressed a preference, then obviously that was related. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that, guys. As I say, that's a sort of that was just like an intro adventure that there was in one of the original books that I savaged up. But I hope you enjoyed
Very
it.
nice.
We will do this again sometime. I've put a lot of time into it. But also, I think it will also work very well in face-to-face games. So I'm definitely probably going to turn this into something I run at cons, especially as I've done the entire adventure deck, which I only saw one card come out. What did everyone else have? Unexpected boon, yeah, and
I was
Jenny didn't get it. Jenny didn't do the cold shot to the groin. Come on, Jenny.
Had a gun in the right place and
Because
lucky
I
manual.
had the first time because Dave was a problem.
I know. Opposite day, yeah. So yeah, I spent ages on these cards, I have to admit. So we're definitely going to do this again. But hope you enjoyed it, guys. I never laughed so much as a point with some of the stuff, and I have to be honest, not having to be nice to the players is refreshing, but I don't want to make a habit.
What do you mean? You're always being mean to me. You're always mean to me. So what are you saying? You don't want to make a habit of it.
I like the whole idea behind Savage Paranoia of having infinite bennies. I thought that was the best.
Yeah, but that was Fancy Grounds doing it, not me. And interestingly, for one splat, it was in the right place, and they've gone back to being broken again. So, but we shall leave it there. It's a bit earlier than usual, but the problem with this one is depending on how much infighting you guys do, will vary the length of it. But I think it was a good length, and I'm happy with that. And I shall leave it there. I don't know what we'll do. Any requests for next month? Let me know. We'll work something out. Obviously,
No aliens.
No alien.
We got aliens. No alien. Alien. You know that thing. That copyright thing.
Well, I wouldn't mind playing Kira in England again or Willa.
England. When was the last time we did that? I haven't done that for ages.
Oh, what the 29ers? Yeah, it might be time to go back to Saxfordshire, mightn't it? Okay, well, yeah, okay, Saxfordshire it is, and then maybe after that we'll do some more.
Because Tavis should be here by the time that game's available, right?
Yeah, we should. Because they play Jay. Maybe after that we'll do some proto. What was it called? It was the Proto Men, wasn't it? The post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, the Proto Men. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we'll leave it there. We've got Pathfinder on Tuesday as normal. I don't think I'm getting a chance to do anything on Easter Sunday game wise. So I don't think we're going to get another Deadlands in this month.
Which one is Easter Sunday?
The 17th of April.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. So there won't be. I don't think there's enough. We're gonna have to skip that, and then we'll be back on form. It's the dates are in the thingy. So